T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Blue Lounge. Gabriel with Karma. Welcome to the Blue Lounge. Welcome,
Yes,
everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Listen, I am going to try to stay calm. I am going to try to stay collected, rational today. But it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy because we have not had a great day today. It has been ridiculous, lads. What we have seen take place today is nothing short of a joke. It has been a ridiculous day in the transfer market. And it really is crazy because of the kind of news we're getting, the contradictory information that we're getting. It is baffling like you wouldn't believe. And I guess that's why you guys are here, to try to get some rational perspective on this. And I hope we can provide that for you guys today. Welcome all. Welcome Gabriel, Cassidy, Cole Palmer. Welcome to everyone. Assam, I think that's how you say it. Daniel Knight, big up to you. Big up to Omar, Elijah. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I hope you guys are all well. My panelists, my so-called world champion. No. So we're still world champions, man. My panelists, my two world champions. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit pissed. So everything's gonna have a little bit of an ironic twist on it today, man. Big up to you, Kai. Big up to you, Matt. We may be having Sadiq from Worldwide Chelsea joining later on today. We are expecting me from Blue Clouds Media to jump on at some point. Big up to everyone. Kai, welcome. How are you? How you doing?
Amazing, mate. Absolutely. Honestly, trying to stay calm, no swear, just keeping it cool, calm and collective, trying to think a bit rational of the decisions that we've made today. But yeah, it's difficult, man. It is difficult. I'm not going to lie.
When I show you these tweets that I'm about to show you, it is really hard to rationalize it. But we are going to try. And hopefully the people in the chat can add a perspective on this that we can use to make sense out of what's going on. Matt, how are you? How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm full on delirious at this point, man. My brain is falling out of my ears like wet cake. I'm so like every moment, every time you think, oh, maybe this is what's going to happen. Oh, okay, all this thing that, you know what I mean? Every time you think you're close to understanding what's going on, they're like, nah, mate, nah, we've got something else for you. But I'm good, man. I'm good.
No, today has been crazy. Look, people, what I'm about to do is this. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the stream tonight. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start by looking at some of the developments that have taken place today. I'll give you a roundup. We're going to discuss what we are expected to see. We're going to spend about half an hour of the stream doing a match preview. And then we're going to go into the latest developments as and when they come out. Tonight might be another long stream. It might be another long stream depending on what news transpires over the next couple of hours. We are expecting some big news to come out tonight. purely for the fact that Bayern Munich have given us an ultimatum on a decision for the loan deal for Nicholas Jackson. They are prepared to pay 15 million euros as a loan fee for Nico Jackson, but they want to have an answer by tomorrow morning. So, depending on what is going to happen over the next few hours, we may get some breaking news in respect to Nico Jackson. There is also developments in regards to Fermin Lopez, but that is a contradictory story, and I will show you why it is a little bit contradictory. We're also going to talk about this Fuka Benito. I'm butchering his name.
Facunda Benanote, I think.
That's the one. That's the one that we are loaning from Brighton. Why are we loaning a player from Brighton? We'll get into it. So, lads, smash the like button. We want 5 likes. There's like 70 of you in the stream. We've only got 5 likes. I know you guys are not happy right now. I know you guys are pissed, but so are we. So let's get pissed together. No, let's try to ease it up a little bit. Let's try to relax the whole thing by you guys smashing the like button down below. Smash the like button. Let's get people to jump on the stream, and let's have, if we can call it that. All right. So let me bring up the.
He must have really been having a bad day, innit? He must have really been having a bad day. He's gone.
The stream just.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, my screen just went.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Let's leave the Xavi Simons thing all behind us now. We don't care about the whole situation, and apparently we never did.
Only Fab, mate. Only Fab cared.
The crazy thing is, it looks like it was either Garnacho or Xavi Simons. But Fab was saying, no, it's Garnacho and Xavi Simons. I think he might have misinterpreted some of the news that he was getting. Because as soon as we sold Nkunku, we straight away went ahead and got Garnacho. Xavi Simons we never even bid for him. And the price that Tottenham ended up getting him for was lower than, what we were expecting that we had to pay. So we never even entertained the whole Xavi Simons thing. Were we misled the whole time? Was this something that was missed in translation? Do you know what? I actually posted a video 2 weeks ago, talking about the whole Xavi Simons situation. And I said the language and the tone of Fabrizio Romano is starting to change. He is adamant on the Garnacho situation, but he is unsure about the whole Xavi Simons situation. And I could see that in his videos 2 weeks ago. On Twitter, he was trying to keep it balanced, but he knew that this wasn't progressing in the way that he thought it was. But he wanted to give himself a little bit of wiggle room. And that's why he was always 100% when it comes to Garnacho and advancing when it comes to Xavi Simons. God of Fogs, big up to you. NS, that's Nipin Sharma in the chat. Big up to you, Nipin. Chelsea boy, big up to you. Have I missed anyone? Have I not said hello to anyone? I want to make sure I say hello to everyone. Waldo, big up to you, my man. Good to see you. SMK, welcome to the stream. Cole Palmer, welcome. I think I've said hi to everyone. Anyone who said hi to me, I've said hi back. Anyway, all right. We'll address the comments. Courtney, Courtney's in the house.
Straight
all right,
in
them likes are gonna go up. Them likes are gonna go. Yeah,
ready to put his shift in.
Right. Yeah. Courtney's here to do some overtime. He's clocked in. It's a couple of minutes late, but we'll let him off. We want
pay for that one.
We want.
We'll talk about it in the performance review.
We will see. We will see if we extend this contract at the end of the season. Big up to you, Courtney. Big up to you. All right, now let's have a look at some of these tweets and give you guys a roundup. So we said we're not talking about Xavi. We'll start with this one. Let me bring it up on the screen. It is this screen. All right, so Fabrizio Romano breaking Facundo Bonatti to Chelsea. Here we go. I'm sorry for butchering his name. I'm not doing it on purpose, I promise. Here we go. Deal in place with loan move, and there is no buy option clause included. So we're loaning him for the season from Brighton. I understand Chelsea will have a chance to match future bids and get Bonotti if they can agree with Brighton. Exclusive story confirmed. And here is the guy in the World Champions shirts. I'll
Big
be
step
honest
up,
with you
innit?
guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I did not see this coming. I knew last night there was a lot of talk about Chelsea are going to try to bring in someone if the Xavi Simons thing falls apart. That was the talk that was being posted by various journalists. And my mind went to Fermin Lopez, other options. This guy was no way on my radar. I was not even contemplating this guy. Maybe I should have since he plays for Brighton, but I didn't. And him coming to Chelsea on a loan and us having to sell Nkunku only to bring this guy in on a loan when we could have kept Nkunku. Now, I understand we have to balance the books. We have to sell. We have to do all of that good stuff. But it just didn't make a lot of sense to me to get to bring this guy in. And we're now looking to move on Tyreek George and others. But that is one of the stories that we will be discussing in just a second. There is more. Ben Jacobs tweeted this literally an hour ago. And he says, Chelsea have not ruled out adding Fermin Lopez even after the geezer we were just talking about on a loan. As revealed, talks have centered on getting player buy-in. Lopez has spoken to Enzo Maresca. If Lopez becomes open to the move, Chelsea could yet proceed. Now, bench that for a second, because if we are able to get Fermin Lopez, why are we going for this Brighton geezer on a loan? If we are able, or if we are still looking to buy a player, if we are still able to buy a player, and I say able, and you'll find out why in just a second. We've got news on Tyreek George. AS Roma keep negotiating with Chelsea for Tyreek George. Talks always going on, I guess, also on player side. Bayern are not in talks with George despite reports. Chelsea never opened the door to a loan move. Roma open to permanent but condition/sell-on clause being negotiated. We know that Chelsea are keen on getting these 40%, 30% type of sell-on clauses, and it looks like that is what is being discussed right now. So this deal could become a reality within the next few hours. So keep an eye out for Tyreek George to AS Roma. Now, Nicholas Jackson. This is the big one. This is the one that I think we will be seeing some movement on tonight, potentially. Bayern Munich are prepared to pay over 15 million euros for the loan of Nicholas Jackson. That works out to be £12.5 million or thereabouts. They want it done tomorrow or at the latest Sunday. I actually read it was tomorrow, but it looks like Sunday is also, a possibility. For Xavi Simons, Chelsea didn't accept. Chelsea didn't accept financially to meet the price of £51 million, 60 million euros. So that is why we didn't get Xavi Simons, because £51 million was too much. Even though that's what we got for Madueke. Actually got more, a little bit more than that. But so, now that I've said all of this, I'm going to say this from César Cancelo. And this is what kind of baffles the hell out of me. César Cancelo tweeted this just under an hour ago, and he said this. Chelsea are close to signing the guy from Brighton. The club faces restraints in the transfer market, having been fined 26 million by UEFA in July for breaching financial rules. So if you guys remember, not so long ago, we were fined £26 million. We, Chelsea, are under pressure to maintain a positive transfer balance or risk being unable to register new signings for the Champions League phase. They prioritise Garnacho over Simmons. That means we were only ever able to get one. That's what this statement means. We were only able to get Garnacho or Simmons. Fabrizio Romano has been saying both the whole time. This tells me we could only get one. Unless Jackson is sold. Because then that will balance the situation for us to get them both. So it was never selling Nico Jackson or Nkunku. It was always selling Nico Jackson and Nkunku to get Garnacho and Simmons. Do you see the links? Okay, so if that is the case, if what Nizar Kinsella is saying is correct, then what David Einstein and what Fabrizio Romano have been suggesting, that we are potentially still able to sign Fermin Lopez, is incorrect. Unless we sell Nicholas Jackson. If we loan Nicholas Jackson, then that means we are not able to buy a player. And in that instance, the Brighton lad kind of makes sense. But is he of the quality that we are really looking for in the squad? Could we have gone for a different player to bring in on a loan? Oh, hold on. But is there a different player that plays for Brighton? No. So we only have an option to go to Brighton. Why? Why are we always looking at Brighton to be our number one option? That is a roundup of the news today so far. Now I've kind of skimmed a lot of other reports, but I've given you the ones that I think make more sense and kind of give you the picture of what is going on. Okay. We are still going to be checking the latest developments to keep you guys in the loop, but this is what has happened so far. I am going to just ask Matt and Kai to tell me where we are, where we're going to be. What is your opinion on what I've just showed you guys?
So 2 things, right? First, absolutely big up the chat. There have been some blinders in there already, man. I'm loving the banter. Absolutely. I needed that today. You guys are an absolute bunch of legends, so nice one. Second, can you bring that tweet back up? Mo?
Which one?
The Sai one about the UEFA. Yeah. Because I've got something that I wanna kind of discuss on that. I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to go to this screen just so everyone can see it better.
Yeah, okay. So my understanding, right, now bear in mind, to be a Chelsea fan these days, you need a degree in finance to understand everything that's going on. And I consider myself to have my degree in finance from the University of Chelsea FC. And what I have learned in the last few years, especially since Blueco have come in, is that when you sell a player, the entire value goes on that year's books. So, for instance, we sell, minus the amortization stuff, right? But let's say we sell Tyreek George for 30 mil. That 30 mil goes on the books in the year that you did it, and that is your earnings for that year. And on the reverse of that, when you sell a player, the only money that comes out of the books is the first year's amortization. So let's take Garnacho. We've signed Garnacho on a 7-year deal, but we can only amortize for 5. And what's that, like 8 mil a year? So my understanding is, for instance, the way it balances is if you sell Tyreek George for 30 and you buy Garnacho for 40, then you get like a plus 22 mil on your books that year. So if everything that they've been saying in the last few years is true, we are well safe in maintaining our positive transfer balance, because even before you think about amortization, our outgoings is like 300 mil nearly, isn't it? And our incomings are less than that if you add all of the total fees up, because we're not going out and dropping 40 mil right now on Garnacho. Do you know what I mean? It's like we obviously I don't know how the deal's structured, but as far as that will hit the books, that will only be 8 mil a year split over 5 years or whatever. So I'm a little bit suspect of this Nizar Kinsella tweet, because I think we are, if that is true, if my understanding of amortization and how the books work and stuff, because this is the reason that we're putting everyone on these super long deals. This is why Mykhailo Mudryk got an 8-year deal when we signed him. Do you know what I mean? Because yes, it was like 70, 80 mil in total we were looking to pay for him, but that was only going to cost us 10 mil a year. So, so if that is the case, then yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, man, is like we got 100 mil from winning the Club World Cup. We haven't got a sponsor yet, but we won the Europa Conference League, so we maybe made a tiny bit on that as well. We finished 4th in the Champions League, which I think nets you 4th in the Premier League, sorry, which I think nets you 130-ish. So we're looking at like 500-600 mil plus made in the last few months. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit suspect of that tweet saying about the risk. I would have thought, based on everything that has been put out and everything we've learned over the last few years, that we're there. Do you know what I mean? And by far and away, if anything, I would have thought we're really, really, really safe with that. And I think if we hadn't have been safe, because I remember the UEFA thing coming out. Do you know what I mean? We got the 26 million euro fine, and then it was like, you've got to maintain a positive balance, otherwise you're not going to be able to register your players. We were talking about that like 2-3 months ago. Do you know what I mean? And I think if that had been a problem, there'd have been a lot more news about it than this one tweet 2 days before the end of the window. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, agreed with Courtney as well, man. It's like 100% we get Infinite Athlete back, or we'd go back and sign up with Damac for a year. Do you know what I mean? It's like there are ways for us to make money if money is the problem. I don't think money is the issue. I think it's all about like you got to balance the books a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think it's kind of like, when Jim Ratcliffe came out of Man United and was like, we can't afford to pay our dinner ladies anymore, but you know what we can afford? We can afford to pay Brian and Burmo 250 grand a week to miss penalties against Grimsby. Do you know what I mean? I think it's maybe something a little bit like that, where it's just so complicated and so confusing that we're all getting a little bit lost in it. So yeah, I don't think we're in, mainly just to focus on that tweet, I don't think we're in money troubles, man, if I'm honest, because I think what we'd be doing is very different.
I agree. I think if we were in financial trouble, we would not be making these signings in the way that we did. I mean, we spent a lot of money at the start of the transfer window. I mean, with Delap, Gittins, João Pedro, huge amount of money. So if we were able to do that, yes, it was in and around the time we got the fine, but still, I'm tempted to say that this has substance, but I'm also tempted to say it doesn't have substance, purely for the fact that Nazar Cancela is a good journalist, but I don't think he has access to all the finances that Chelsea have, especially for this financial year. I mean, yes, they'll make it public in April next year, but he's guessing. He's making assumptions here. And I want to.
I had one more quick thing, sorry, just one more really quick thing about the Buonanotte signing. It reminds me of when, do you remember we brought Dennis Zakaria in on loan randomly at the end of the window and he barely played? Do you know what I mean? I think it's that kind of signing. I think it's just a depth signing because we probably aren't going to go in for Fermi Lopez. I know someone's just said that there's been like a 70 mil bid or something, but maybe that's going to be a really tough one. So maybe Buonanotte is just like, let's get someone in just in case we don't get anyone, and at least we've got the depth.
So there is a tweet that that's come in. I'm gonna highlight the tweet and then we'll go to Kai and get his take. So this is a tweet from Martinez Ferran, I'm guessing Spanish journalist. Yeah, and this is courtesy of PYS. He says, Chelsea intention is to convince Fermin Lopez, who still has the idea to stay Barcelona. However, there are now some sources close to the player who believe it's best to leave due to Chelsea's proposed economic and sporting conditions. Now, I'm guessing this was translated from Spanish to English, so it might not be exactly what was intended to be posted. But Kai, your take on the whole situation, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Matt. I don't see how we can be in financial trouble with the money we've brought in from Club World Cup, Conference League, player sales. Said our player sales are more than our buys at the moment, aren't they? I think still,
Yeah,
because obviously we didn't
100%.
spend. So I don't get that side of things. The Buonanotte deal. At this point, we might as well just open a Brighton megastore at Stamford Bridge, right?
You know,
Like
might
the
as
amount
well.
of times we go
Literally,
shopping
might
down
as well.
there. Yeah, it is a depth signing. It makes the most sense. But I just why?
Because we like the
I
smell
don't
of the
get it.
sea.
Clearly, we're literally going to see a seagull in our badge soon.
Oh,
It is ridiculous, to go from the links that we had, Xavi Simons, Fermin Lopez, to then go to this out of nowhere. It is a strange one, man. It is a strange one, and I don't he's been okay at Brighton, but he's not. If I asked you, who's your favourite sort of Brighton player who's doing well there, he's not a name that comes up,
No.
is it?
No.
So
Well, he was at Leicester on loan last season, wasn't he?
Exactly.
He wasn't even at
So
Brighton last season.
He was exactly. Yeah.
So we're helping Brighton out by developing their players, which is supposed to be the other way around. They're supposed to develop our players for us, and then he's more of a right winger than a 10. We were looking to back up Cole Palmer, so we've completely forgotten about that, and we've decided to back up the right wing where we've already got 2 players in. And yes, Esteval can come into play as the 10. João Pedro can drop in there, but it's all makeshift. Like I would have rather have, Simmons, whatever. It's done now. It's annoying. More annoying the fact that they've been spewing it for so long that it was, a foregone conclusion, and then to get hit with that literally within a couple of days is just ridiculous. But there is better players out there, man. There is, and knowing my luck, I'll say this now, and he'll come in and he'll probably fucking smash it, and fair play to the lad. But there are definitely better options out there, and it just doesn't make sense to me. The only thing is that they're saving a buck. They're not spending 51 million on Xavi Simons, and if Buonanotte comes in alone, doesn't work out, they can just send him back, and they've not wasted any money because we've got Paez out on loan, which can play in that role. We've got all the Quendas and all that to come back, so maybe they're thinking that way. I don't believe Fermin Lopez is coming. He's literally come out yesterday saying he wants to stay at Barcelona, and the next day, because we've fumbled the Xavi Simons deal, now he's had a change of heart and he decides that he actually does want to leave. That doesn't make much sense to me.
Kai, you just said we fumbled the Xavi Simons deal. Now, one story that I saw today is Chelsea are trying to build a bridge between us and Tottenham. We are trying to be on good terms with them so that maybe we can start selling and buying players from each other, which is something we haven't done for years. And this is what we are intending to do. So did we deliberately not bid because Tottenham bidded? Because Tottenham put a bid on Xavi Simons, we thought, you know what, we don't want to burn these bridges, so we're not going to put a bid in? Or did we not bid on Xavi Simons because we're thinking, okay, Fermin Lopez is a better option? Even though it looks like Fermin Lopez would be more expensive than Xavi Simons. If you go by what we've heard in the reporting from what Barcelona want for Fermin Lopez, and Fermin Lopez apparently isn't so keen, while Xavi Simons was begging to be a Chelsea player and ends up at Tottenham. So fumbling is, for me, that's what happened. That's exactly how I describe it. Because either you decided not to bid because you want Tottenham to get it, and for me that's a fumble, or you didn't bid because you were not anticipating that the deal to be at that price, but then now you're looking to pay more potentially. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't add up. There is something behind this whole story that is not adding up.
There is a
What is
third
it?
option.
Go ahead. Or the third scenario.
It was the third scenario is there was a little bit of news in and around the Fermin Lopez stuff about Maresca calling him and speaking to him in Spanish and trying to convince him to come. So even just from that, if you take that at face value, what that says is Maresca is keen on Fermin Lopez, and maybe and we did also see you put a tweet out, I think it might have been PYS, on our stream last night saying that Joe Shields was the one pushing for Xavi Simons.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that all of these little bits, do you know what I mean? All of a sudden start to paint a picture of maybe Maresca's not been super keen on Xavi Simons this whole time, and this has been like a club thing,
If
and Maresca's maybe a bit more keen on
yeah,
Fermin
I
Lopez.
But then
you
the
know what?
question I would have to say, why waste a month
Yeah,
on
that's
it
true.
then?
That's true.
Why did we not call Fermin Lopez a week? Why have we left it the last 4 days, and now we could end up with neither of them?
A couple of people
Kai,
have said in the chat,
see,
man, it's the
the
smoke
reports
screen thing, and
the reports have been that Maresca contacted Lopez multiple occasions over the past week or so. So this isn't something that's new. This is something that has been happening in the background. And for me, if Maresca has been pushing for Lopez rather than Simmons for whatever reason, tactically he has a system in his mind. He has a particular methodology that he wants to implement, and he thinks Lopez will fit it better. I'm all for that. But is that the case? Because it doesn't look like we've done enough work on Fermin Lopez to get the deal done. Why?
Again, it's the Xavi Simons. It's not been a week. It's been ages. We've agreed personal terms ages ago. So if Fermin Lopez was Maresca's choice and he wasn't keen on Simons, why has it taken this long for that to happen? It just doesn't make sense. And I know people are saying obviously it was a smokescreen for Garnacho, but Garnacho came out before Simons. You don't need to smokescreen a player. Yeah, you don't need to smokescreen a player if the club have already basically told us that we're going in for Garnacho. So there's no need to smokescreen it. We all knew as soon as that news popped that Garnacho was a Chelsea player. Like we've been saying it for ages. It was just a matter of time. All the reports were coming out. It's just a matter of time. So I don't believe that was a smokescreen because there was no need to do it. The Simons and the Fermin Lopez, I think it's absolute. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful on many different things. In terms of a business thing, I know. In terms of the business side of things, right? This is not a good look for Chelsea. Like to go for this long with a player in Xavi Simons for a month, agree personal terms, and just basically lead him on for this whole time, to then suddenly change your mind a day or two later or towards the end. It's not a good look, and players will notice this.
The thing is,
That
though,
we
it's
will go in the
only
future.
Fabrizio Romano that's been telling us that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all of the Xavi Simons news has come from Fabrizio Romano. So the thing is, the Xavi Simons deal might have died weeks ago, and we just hadn't found out about it, but we just keep getting these updates from fans. Do you know what I mean? So that could 100% have been the case. And the thing is, what that would tell you is the reason he was in London was 100% to go to Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe the Xavi Simons thing died when Xavi Simons, because he took himself out of their pre-season tour, didn't he? And then he put himself back in. Maybe that's when it died. Do you know what I mean? Because the only thing we've got to say otherwise is Fabrizio Romano coming out and having a go at David Ornstein for posting something that he's saying absolutely isn't true. It's not like the club have come out and said anything. Or there's been any other massive, David Ornstein has never ever come out and said Chelsea is still negotiating with Xavi Simons, and he's supposedly the credible one. Do you know what I mean? So the thing is, we might be, as fans especially, we might just be the victims of a journalistic game that's been going on because...
Wouldn't doubt it.
Do you know what? Chelsea boy, some of the pretty well. It says it's all PR waffle. Literally, that's all.
But again, it's all just a waste of. It's just a waste of time.
But it's not necessarily the club's fault, though. If it is journalists just going off, and do you know what I mean? Because when the clubs ever come out and make statements,
it's not the club's fault. But if they want to improve in this position, they want to bring in depth for this position. Why leave it so late? Why have they left it to now? Because it's not like if you leave some occasions, if you leave it pretty late, similar to the Garnacho thing, you might get a better deal because it was a want-away player. But 9 times out of 10, the players aren't want-away. So the longer you leave it, the more desperate you become, and other clubs will know that, so they can start bringing up the price. I wouldn't be surprised. Say we do go for Fermin Lopez and we do want to get him and it's 100% accurate. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up having to pay more for him than we would have paid for Simons because of we're now in that point of desperation because we want to secure that position and bring back up. And again, Cole Palmer's out now. We don't know how long. It's not super serious, but he's out, and it's something that he's been carried for a while.
Yeah, there's
So
worries.
regardless how you look at it, if João Pedro drops in, we need a backup striker because now Liam Delap, if he gets injured, we've only got one striker. If Esteval drops in, we've now only got obviously the right winger. Of course, we've brought in Buonanotte now, but they're not replacing Cole Palmer with a backup. They're not giving him.
I still think this might be the Jackson thing, man. I think this is why the Jackson trigger's not been pulled yet, to be honest, because I think Chelsea are probably now hanging around and being like, right, if we can't get someone else, we'll keep Jackson and Pedro playing the 10. And maybe that's why, do you know what I mean? Instead of putting Esteval Willian in there, maybe that's why he got the start at the West Ham game when Cole Palmer dropped out. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, right, well, let's see if this works. So, because that's just a very distinct possibility, isn't it? That we reintegrate Jackson into the team. We've talked about it on the streams and stuff already. Do you know what I mean? If potentially reintegrating Jackson, so we've got him and Delap. João Pedro is still available to play up top, and then we will have this Buonanotte kid. We're going to have Esteval Willian who can play in the middle as well, and we will actually still have a lot of depth. So, and also, it's like, why would we be waiting this long for and why are Bayern Munich raising their loan fee? 10 mil for a loan fee with an obligation to buy is a wicked deal. All of a sudden, why are Bayern Munich coming out and raising that to 15? Do you know what I mean? So they're in desperate need for the deal, and we're waiting for something to pull the trigger. And Bayern Munich are like, we need something to be said in the next 48 hours or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But maybe that's the cog.
Do you know what, Matt? What is confusing the hell out of me is this. I don't think we are desperate to get another attacking midfielder.
No.
I don't think we are desperate to do that. Cole Palmer isn't going to be out for that long. And even if he's out for, let's say a month. Let's say a month, okay? We do have the players to fill in those roles. We have got an abundance of players that can do that.
Yeah.
What I would be looking at is the centre back position, or even a goalkeeper. If we were going to be looking to push the limit when it comes to expenditure, I would push it to bring in a centre back. I would rather use that money that we were thinking about spending on Xavi Simons. Let's get a centre back, because that is a position that worries the hell out of me. Goalkeeper, we can live with that. Sanchez will give him the benefit of the doubt potentially. I have a feeling we'll be tearing a hair out in the next couple of months because of what of some silliness that he's going to do. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's the centre back situation is one that worries the hell out of me right now. So I would love to have Fermin Lopez. I would have loved to have Xavi Simons. As a top class players coming to the club. But that's not really what we need right now. And if we're going to push that limit, let's go for a centre back.
To add insult to injury, the Akanji to Tottenham news seems to be heating up a bit as well. And they're like, he'd be spot on, man. He'd be spot on. And I've seen all this Fabrizio Romano coming out today and Tottenham negotiating.
What's the fee? I think it's something ridiculous. 15 million.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Peanuts.
How are Tottenham looking more ready for this season than we are?
If Todd Bowley or Bali puts their hand in their back pocket now and just grab the change in there, that's 15 million pounds, man. Like, take it, man.
Mate, I know.
Nothing. It's nothing. It is literally nothing.
Mate, over 5 years, that's $3 million a year.
Yeah, it's
literally nothing.
If we do go out and get a centre back, which I'm convinced we ain't, we're not going to go for a centre back. I don't see us going. We're definitely not going for a goalkeeper. Not now.
No, 100%.
So if we did get a centre back, I'd be happier. I think in attack we've got an abundance of quality. Of course, it would be nice for a Simons or a Fermin Lopez to come in to bolster up that now. But I think with this Buonanotte signing now, we're just going to be stacking players, and it becomes
an option there as well, isn't he, in that centre attacking role?
Yeah, but he's more of a right winger, isn't he?
Yeah. What right winger? Garnacho?
Yeah.
Left.
Garnacho.
Yeah,
I thought you said Buonanotte. No, yeah. So Buonanotte's right. Garnacho's left. I mean, he could fill in 10th, but I think he's going to be predominantly used on that left-hand side. But then you've got Estevao who can play in the 10, obviously João Pedro. But centre-back would be ideal. But again...
Do you know the other thing we're not talking about that we actually saw quite a lot of last season is the 3 midfielder thing as well, that we did quite a few times. You know, obviously when Lavia comes back, Lavia, Asugo, Andre Santos, and Enzo Fernandez, do you know what I mean? Is like we might see more of the 4-3-3 midfielder thing as well, because that's something we've already done quite a lot, because Cole Palmer was our only like good attacking midfielder, and in some games it was Lavia, Caicedo, and Fernandez in the midfield, wasn't it? So we're not even talking about that, and that's literally something that we've seen loads of times in the last season, and we've got more midfielders now than we did last season as well. So maybe that's something that we don't need to necessarily worry about the depth side of it if Cole Palmer isn't going to play every game, because we have another tactical like formation that's available to us with the players that we've got.
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me is if Estevao, say Palmer's out for a long time and Estevao is put in the 10 to play consistently. We've seen how good he is, but he's also like 18 years old. He's a kid. And to put all that pressure on him, having playing that amount of games is not good for him as a development, because he will pick up injuries in a few years' time, and then it could ruin his career. So that is my only concern, is that we could end up relying on, and I think he would do really, really well, but it's more for his development down the line that it could cause him some serious problems, because we've seen players that have peaked really early, become main starters, playing loads of games, and then by 22, 23, they're picking up almost career-ending injuries every single season. And then, you know, they never have a proper career. I mean, look at Jack Wilshere.
Mate.
It's one of those. So that's my only concern with someone that young.
Guys, one second. People in the chat, we are nearly halfway through the stream, and we've only got 43 likes. I think you guys need to help out Courtney here, lads. You guys need to help out Courtney. All right, Courtney was able to persuade you to do the business yesterday. We got 200 likes for the stream last night. So big up to everyone on the stream last night. You guys smashed it. You know, I salute you, all of you. I salute you. But we've got to do it again tonight. So if you're in the stream, there's 103 of you in the stream right now, and you haven't smashed that like button, I kindly ask you to smash the like button to support. It is a kind button as well. Smash the like button and support the stream. I'd really, really appreciate it. Lads, we are going to spend the next 5 minutes concluding the news that we've had so far. I'm going to pop out to get a bit of fresh air. When I come back, we are going to start the match preview portion of the stream. Once we've concluded that, we'll go back to the latest developments on the transfer market. I have got a really funky setup for the... I hope it works out fine, because I got a feeling it might lag. But I've got something that we're going to use for the match prediction, or the formation and the lineup and whatnot. Those of you who have been watching my channel for a couple of years would be familiar with it. It's slightly new format. So we'll be doing that very, very shortly. So have your predicted lineups ready, so you can stick it in the chat when we start doing that portion. I'll let you be back in 5 minutes, and then we'll crack on with the match preview. I'll let Kai and Matt give you their final thoughts on what's happened tonight or today, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Guys, it's in your hands.
Chat, fire us some questions, man. Give us some questions. Q&A.
We love a Q&A. I want to bring up an Andre Onana tweet. So he was talking about signing him, right?
Yeah.
In the chat there,
and that
he would bring Anthony with him, right? And he'd make a call. Brilliant. Well, it's just come out that Real Betis have pulled out of the deal. So Andre Onana, get off the blower, mate. We don't want you or him, please. So they've literally pulled out. They've basically come out and said, we've not made an offer. There's no medical being planned. We're withdrawing the deal. We can't afford it.
Do you know what? So for all of how we're all worried, and I've seen, like Mazzo is in the chat now, and he's like, I thought we'd be challenging for 8 points, but now I'm not so sure. It's like, however difficult today might have been, right? If you need to make yourself feel better, just think about Man United's situation at the moment, and that will bring a smile straight to your face, man.
Even though the Simmons thing fell through, and it doesn't look like we're going to get Lopez or whatever, I'm still happy with the attack that we do have, and it hasn't
Yeah, man.
changed my opinion of
Nah,
how we're going to do this season.
nah,
But because it's
100%.
not like he was going to come in, he's definitely not going to start over Cole Palmer, so he's not coming in
No,
to elevate
no.
the team dramatically to the point where we're now
It was
definitely
depth
going to win the
and
title. It's just adding depth and adding a bit of competition, which again we said Nicholas Jackson needed. So does Cole Palmer. He shouldn't be exempt from competition, but it would have
yeah,
been nice to have that extra depth in the squad, that extra little bit. If Cole Palmer is having a really poor game, we could throw someone else with a similar stylistic that can create options on the pitch.
Reggie Walsh,
know,
mate.
yeah.
I'm saying Reggie Walsh.
I
Reggie
think
Walsh
I think he's going to go out on loan.
Do you reckon Reggie Walsh?
Yeah.
I think Reggie Walsh is the new Tyreek
it's
George, man. I think
Mate,
Tyreek George is
there's
going to get sold, and I think Reggie Walsh will take up that spot of academy player that gets minutes next season.
There's a kiddie in an academy, right? I want to get his name right. It's like Rabish. He's the same age as Reggie. I think he might be a little bit younger. I think he might be 15. He's playing up, but
Yeah.
he's unreal, mate. He is unreal. He looks like Messi. You remember when Messi had the long hair?
Yeah,
When he
yeah,
comes,
yeah.
he looks like him. His style is very similar, and he's bagging goals and assists.
Yeah, but it was you on last night's stream, man. You on last night's stream was the one who was like, the game's not the same in the unders. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I know what I mean. But if we are going to promote players at that age, then you would take the cream of the crop, wouldn't you? Because that's what Acheampong and Tyreek George were in their irrespective. That's it. He's just Ibrahimi Rabaj. I've probably butchered that, but yeah, he looks. Again, he's younger, so we probably won't see him for a few years. But it's if we are looking to develop players like that.
I think Reggie Walsh is like so. There was the three, weren't there? There was Reggie Walsh, Genesis Antwi, and who was the other one in pre-season that we saw? There was another one, wasn't there? And we've just bought Derry from Palace as well, haven't we? And he's 17, 18.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I've kind of talked about this a little bit before. I think the thing is, Tyreek George is what we're gonna not the first, but we're gonna see more like Tyreek George, where they're gonna come into think about the absolute insane amount of money we're asking for Tyreek George, bearing in mind how little he's played for us. You got to think put it in this perspective, right? So sorry to keep talking about Man United. Selling Garnacho is Man United's third biggest sale ever, and they're getting 40 mil for him. We want 30 mil for Tyreek George, and he played like 10, 15 times last season. So if we can take a Reggie Walsh or a Max Derry or a Genesis Antwi, give him not even starts, 10 to 15 just appearances throughout a season, and then be asking 20 to 30 mil for him, that's what we're going to keep doing, man, because that's outrageous money. The thing is, you got to think about how many transfers happen in a window, right? Most of them are less than 30 mil. Most of the transfers that happen, anything 30 mil above, like that's where you start getting into the upper echelons. And then obviously it gets mental when it's like 100 mils and whatever. But most transfers that happen are less than 30 mil. If we're making 20 to 30 mil book profit for for youth players that are playing like 10 to 15 games a season for us, we'll keep doing that, man. We'll keep doing that on it's like a cheat code. Do you know what I mean? It's literally like a cheat code.
Yeah, I mean, we have been doing it for a very, very long time. Even before Clear Lake, they've just done it at an that are sort of in the first team that they've pushed out rather than
Gallagher
the other
got
way.
a lot more minutes though. Do you know what I mean? Gallagher wasn't just like a bit of an academy player.
Yeah.
He had like a whole season in the first team, and we got 30, 40 mil for him. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're asking that for Tyreek George, and he's played less than half the games. So do you know what I mean? It's just been amped up massively, man. I think we're just going to make some serious peas out of these academy kids. And I also, because of that, I always expect there to be a spot available for an academy player in the first team every season for that reason.
All right, I'm back, and we are now about to start the match preview segment. Chelsea-Fulham. The lineup that we anticipate Maresca to pick. All right, it's not what we would pick. It's what Maresca would pick. Okay, so in the chat, let me know what you guys think for each position that we're going to be discussing. We're going to start with the right back. We'll start with Kai. Kai, who would you have as the right back?
Reece. It's got to be Reece. Rested last game, which I knew he was going to. He's got to play this one. Fulham are going to be a much tougher test than West Ham.
Yeah, for sure.
Reece James. Matt, do you agree?
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, Kai's nailed it with that one.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Malo Gusto doesn't start tomorrow?
Nah. I don't, because he
No?
started the last game, man, didn't he? So Reece James is fresh.
All right. In the chat, do you get okay? Yeah, we're seeing Cassidy coming out with James. Will we see a start for Joel Hatto tomorrow, or will it be Cucurella?
I'll let you answer this one first, Matt.
It's Cucurella, man. It's Cucurella. Joel Hatto isn't going to get starts until we're looking at cup games and stuff. As far because the thing is, there's just no reason. There's just no reason to. Cucurella's got the stamina to play once a week. When we're playing more than once a week, then maybe that's when we start talking about different other people other than Cucurella starting. But Cucurella is Maresca's dream because he can play in any position depending on the opposition. He can play as a left back. He can play as a left-sided centre back. He can play as a left wing back, doing the byline stuff. He can play as an inverted midfielder. He can get involved in number 10 and try and score goals and create stuff. Cucurella is going to get the shout until we're playing more than one game a week or he gets injured.
Kai, do you agree?
Yeah. For this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think and I'll touch on it more when we get into the midfield, that the rotation will start coming in more soon because players are picking up injuries fast. Yeah. But I think Cucurella will start in this one.
The centre-backs. Let's do with the right side first.
It's going to be Tosin.
Same.
I think,
Tosin.
I think Fofana's not ready yet. I think we will see him in this game. But it'll be
that role though.
No, but it'll be a substitute appearance, but he will come on. But Tosin will definitely start in that right-sided play.
Yeah, I reckon.
In the chat, do you guys agree so far with what we've got on the list? Cucurella left. I think. I agree. I agree, Cassidy.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's the Conference League rating. Yeah, I think after the international break, I'll have the EFC 26 cards available to us.
Yeah.
Left hand side, left centre back.
I think it's just Chalobah, isn't it? Like, I think that.
Yeah.
I think Achiampong is only now going to get minutes either in Reece James's position or Tosin's position. Do you know what I mean? Because he was already doing Reece James's position last season when he was getting minutes, and obviously now he's being trained in the passing thing. So I don't think, I expect as long as Levi Colwell's out, if we don't get another centre back, I feel the same about Achiampong as I do about Joel Hatto. I think we'll see a lot more of him when we're playing 2 games a week. But it's going to be Chalobah for as long as he's fit, I think. What are you saying, Kai?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Chalobah. And I think they're developing quite a good partnership together, to be fair. More so than the other centre-backs that we've got. But yeah, I feel confident with Tosin and Chalobah at the centre-back roles.
The 2 holding midfielders, Caicedo, Enzo, or do you guys think there'll be a different...
I reckon it's going to be Enzo and Santos.
I think it's going to be Enzo and Esugo.
You think so?
Yeah.
The only thing is, has he had any minutes this season yet?
Not in the Premier League.
Him.
But he played in pre-season and he played in the Club World Cup, and he is. So if we're going to rest Caicedo, I think we'll play Esugo because Santos is, and Maresca said it himself. Santos. Then this is my opinion. Could be wrong, but Santos is the Enzo Fernandez cover, and he plays that kind of role and gets forward more in that, isn't it? And I remember watching one of the preseason games, and the commentator was like, Esugo is like just like a mini, well, not mini, but like a mini Caicedo in terms of the style of play and what he does. So I think we'd be changing our system if we played Enzo and Santos, but I think if we play Esugo and Fernandez, I think we kind of keep it the same.
So I would have agreed with you up until the West Ham game.
Yeah.
Because Maresca come out and said, because originally he said Andres Santos, he's going to cover Enzo Fernandez. That's where he sees him. That's the role. After the West Ham game, he said Andreas Santos can play in both roles.
Yeah.
And just to answer the chat, Caicedo has trained for the first time this week today. So if he's only trained once this week, he's not going to be ready. And the club, we've seen what they're like with players that are picking up injuries. They're not going to risk them. So it would make sense for him to rest and have the whole international break. I'm not sure if he's going away on international duty. I wouldn't have thought so now. So he will rest. But based on Maresca's comments and the fact that Asugo hasn't played any minutes yet, for me, I would go with Santos. But again, I would be fine with Asugo as well if he was to play, because in the Club World Cup he looked really good, and especially in the pre-season games again he looked really good. So I just think Santos has had a few more minutes and is probably more acclimatized.
I just worry about the defensive acumen of our midfield with Santos and Enzo Fernandez at the same time. I think Fulham are going to try and break and counter, and without a Caicedo type player there, I feel like Santos is more likely to get caught out because, well, to be fair, in he did a really good job screening the back line in the Club World Cup when he played that number 6 role. Was it against go on, mate.
Do you guys think that Fulham have a chance in this game? Because I'm getting vibes that you're a little bit worried about Fulham.
I'm not worried. I think they could get a goal though if we're not careful.
They've got some dangerous players, but you've also got the shout of putting. We don't like to see it, putting James in midfield and playing Malagusta right back.
That's definitely what's going to happen, isn't it?
That could be more of a possibility.
That could happen. Definitely what. No, do you know what? I'm backing that more than the Santos thing now. I think that's 100% what's going to happen. Now you've just said that. That's almost definitely, because that's the most experience we've got. We've got more experience playing with that system as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
No, actually, do you know what? I'm actually. I'm backing that now. I'm backing that.
And Enzo Reece. No, I don't think he'll go Enzo Reece and Santos, because I think that's just it's too much. If we had a Lavia, if we had a Lavia, then that works. And then
great shout, Kai. Yeah, no, I back that 100%.
I would prefer.
Big up to Sadiq, Worldwide Chelsea. Big up to you, welcome to the
show. I'm late. 1 hour late.
No, you're good. No, good timing. We'll get back to the transfer window. We've just been an hour discussing it. It wasn't pretty, but we'll get back to it after we're done with the match preview.
I can't wait for your input on the transfer, Sadiq. I'm interested. Very interested.
I'm quite eager to hear what Sadiq has to say on that. I'm quite eager. So this is what we're going for the back line and the midfield, the more attacking options. Who will be the 10? I'll let Sadiq kick us off with this one. Sadiq, who do you anticipate to be in the 10 position tomorrow?
It's a good question. I'll probably put João Pedro behind the lap. No, maybe. I wasn't even thinking about this game. I'm still thinking about the transfers. But I'll probably put João Pedro in behind the lap. I think that's what I want to see personally. I'm not sure if you guys agree with that or not.
I do agree.
Yeah.
All
right. Let's go. João Pedro. I think he might be on here.
Was Nee on earlier?
No, Nee should be coming on. On. So João Pedro. All right. So Delap striker. Yeah, I know. Delap up front.
Yeah.
Another funky card. Okay. I'm guessing Esteval on the right.
Yeah, for me. But I'm interested in Kai's reaction.
Kai's reaction.
Or maybe Pedro Neto on the right and Gittins on the left.
I would like Esteval to start. I just don't see him starting 2 games in a row. That is the only. Again, I'm trying to get in the mind of Maresca here. We know he loves to chop and change and rotate his squad all the time, and I just think the fact that he played and he started the West Ham game, played the majority of it. And again, he's 18. I feel like he's going to go with Pedro Neto on the right and Gittins on the left in this one.
The thing is, we've got international break coming up, man. Do you know what I mean? So we can play tomorrow and then take a couple of weeks off almost. Do you know what I mean?
Is he not been called up for Brazil?
Yeah, he has.
So he's not going to have a break, but Gittins hasn't been called up.
Sorry, Santos, Neto, and Esteval have all been called for the Brazilian squad.
I'm saying Esteval and Pedro Neto on the left. Personally, that's what I've got in my
Esteval,
predicted lineup. But I do see what Kai's saying. Like, I get it.
I think personally, if we could go with the same squad, obviously bar the Reece James thing because of what's happened with Caicedo, I would be happy. I'm just thinking he loves to rotate, and it's probably what he's going to do, especially now that we're starting to pick up more injuries.
Sadiq?
Yeah, I can go with Kai's concept, but then you could also say Gittins comes in for Neto instead. Gittins could come play on the left and then Esteban on the right. So
3 different options.
Yeah.
You get to choose, Mo.
You get to choose.
You get the final vote.
I honestly believe this is what's going to happen for tomorrow.
He's definitely putting Esteban in. He's definitely putting
No.
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 Oh, and then I want the comments to vote, man.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. You think Gittins? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Guys, someone super chat Esteban in, please, man. Someone super chat in.
Yeah.
So as Esteval isn't actually in the database, if we do put him on there, I would put in R9 just to represent Esteval in this particular formation.
Yes.
So if you guys want to see R9 on the pitch, just send us a super chat. You know what I mean? So if this is what we have collectively come up with, if you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the chat.
That's still a good-looking team, though, isn't it, man? Let's be honest.
That's a beautiful team.
Apart from Gittins' card letting the side down horrendously.
Yeah. I mean, I could put his Dortmund card. He's got a better Dortmund card.
Yeah. Bang it in, man. Bang it in.
Bang it in. Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't say apart from the blue.
He's wearing the Dortmund kit in that anyway, isn't he? So might as well.
Mo, you're like 30 minutes from the stadium, right?
I'm like an hour from the stadium because I moved. Where I used to live. I'm in North London now. I'm by the the Xavi Simmons people right now.
Oh, you're in N21.
No, I'm in Edgware, so I'm just off there,
okay.
just off there. Yeah, so it's not too far from there. How do I get the Gittins card? So if I go player, and
I mean, it's not super
third
important.
one,
Right? I mean?
Yeah.
We just like the big numbers. Numbers. Yeah, Lamine Yamal, that'll do. I love Lamine Yamal. Why not?
So basically, we're building nobody tomorrow.
No.
Lost the whole team.
No, hang on.
But yeah, I'll do it.
25, no? You got to go back to EA 26 or something. If you go back to 26, it'll give you a team back, no?
20. Yeah, no. It was 25. 26 isn't up yet.
It comes out in September, doesn't it?
But yeah, that was the lineup. Unfortunately, someone wanted me to switch the Gittins card and just messed up the whole thing. But yeah, score predictions, lads. What do you guys think is going to be the where is the? Let me just do the other screen. I think it's this one. Nope. Wrong screen. Is it this one? I think bring back the old screen. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, what is your score predictions for tomorrow?
3-1.
I'll start with. We'll start with Kai.
Invitation.
All right. 3-1. Kai believes we are going to. Okay. Waldo agrees. Elijah thinks it's 4-0. Matt, what's your score prediction? I'll leave Kai at the end.
Same as Kai, man. 3-1. We said it yesterday on the stream when you went for a fresh air break, didn't we? I was like, actually, I'm feeling a 3-1.
Sadiq, Chelsea have been scoring a lot of goals, unless Crystal Palace.
Guys, it's going to be a lot tighter than we think, man. It's going to be like a 1-0 or 2-1 or
Ooh.
scary weird draw. It's going to be an early kickoff, dead atmosphere. Everyone's going to be probably down. I can see it already.
That's a good
Saturday, you know
point.
how many
Yeah.
players are out for this game already? This ain't going good, guys. So
If
I
Jamie
think
Gittins does start tomorrow, he will have incentive to play well, won't he? Because of the Garnacho news. So it'd be
yeah,
interesting
yeah.
if Gittins does start tomorrow.
I think they're gonna bring him out before the
Sure.
game, right? That's what they're
Oh,
gonna do.
okay.
That's what they're gonna do.
Nice. Hopefully,
Yeah,
in that third kit.
I think I saw a video of him getting a new haircut or something for some
It looks exactly the same. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
it's just-
didn't. I was like, fresh trim. What, mate? You look exactly the same as when you walked in.
He needs to go to your guy, mate, and get them luscious curls.
Exactly, mate.
I'd love to
teach
see
me how
that.
to probably do his hair.
Them curls bouncing up that byline, mate. Bring it on. I love it. I love it.
It was good when Eden Hazard used to do it, and we used to put tweets up and videos up like, "Yeah, Hazard's done it. It's good
Yeah.
luck, trim, and all that stuff." But
Hazard used to get a mad trim, man. I mean, it's like, I wish I could do that kind of trim, but I get close to it.
Yeah, him and Pogba.
I'm predicting a
Poker
3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
Or 3-0, 3-1. I think we will score 3. But I am a little bit concerned that we may concede. Just a little bit concerned. Not too concerned, just a little bit concerned. We're playing at home. Defensive problems, Caicedo missing. Potentially, we might have an error and we'll concede 1. But I am quite confident that we've got the firepower to score at least 3. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
I think with Fulham, they don't
gave us a terrible time
traditionally.
last time, didn't they? Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so they don't traditionally play in a low block, which does suit us. And we've
Suit
got more firepower now than we did have last season, which
correct.
makes it more interesting, especially when you've got likes of Pedro Neto and Jamie Gittins who like to take on their man 1v1. They'll probably find a lot of space. But like you said, Iwobi's a bit of a... He always does well against us. They've obviously got ML Smith-Rowe as well from Arsenal. Likes to play in those tight bosses, can definitely pick out a ball.
He's been playing
and
well as
Jimenez
well.
Yeah. And of course, they've got the ball. Adama Traore, who just absolutely is rapid.
And
Doesn't get on the pitch as a
Calvin Bassey
starter.
as well, man. Calvin Bassey is a good defender, man.
He's good, yeah.
Do you know what? I've got one more thing just to add to this. It's about Liam Delap. I was talking. I released my match preview on my channel earlier. Go and check it out if you haven't already. And I think this is a massive game for Liam Delap because he is the one that can look to benefit from Cole Palmer being out more so than João Pedro can, because João Pedro is going to get on the pitch either way. But Liam Delap's got an opportunity tomorrow to prove that when Cole Palmer comes back, the decision isn't just as easy as, okay, well, João Pedro goes back up top now, we've got Cole Palmer back in the 10. Liam Delap's got an opportunity tomorrow to put himself into the thinking for after the international break. It's not just as simple as João Pedro goes up top. Do you know what I mean? If Liam Delap can have a massive game tomorrow, then all of a sudden he gives Maresca a bit of a headache. And if he doesn't do that, then there's like a week or nearly 2 weeks until the next Chelsea game. Do you know what I mean? Then obviously João Pedro will just get the start. So I think tomorrow could be a massive day for Liam Delap if he's in the right mindset.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You know what? This is the opportunity. It's an opportunity, and I think Gittins is also in the same mindset. Now I've got competition coming through the door. I need to prove that I'm worthy of this position. You know, I'm hoping that he'll get a goal tomorrow. A goal would change his whole mindset, his approach, because I think he's lacking a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
He's young. He's seen what people have been saying. He's seen what fans have been talking about, and I'm sure he'd like the opportunity to prove everyone that that he is a talented player that we all believe he is.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the end of the match preview. We will be live tomorrow night to give our reaction to the match and also to the latest news. But now we're going to go back to the transfer window. And before we look at the latest developments, I want to get Sadiq's point on this because, Sadiq, today we've had a madness. We loaned a player from Brighton. Yeah. Yesterday we were hearing that Chelsea are looking to bring in someone in that position because we didn't really want Xavi Simons apparently. 6 weeks of negotiations and advancing and 85% done and 90% done, and then he goes to Tottenham. So we go to Brighton and we get a youngster who was on loan to Leicester. That rhymes. A youngster who was on loan to Leicester last season, and now we bring him in for a 1-year loan without an obligation to buy. So we're literally giving him minutes in our club. Now we're hearing Fermin Lopez might be an option.
Yeah.
Chelsea are discussing with the player, trying to convince him to join Chelsea. I don't know of many players who need convincing to join Chelsea, but apparently Fermin Lopez needs convincing. And a player that needs all that convincing is really not a player that I'm quite looking forward to having. Also, Nazar Kinsella has said that because we've had a £26 million fine from UEFA, Chelsea are keen to not overspend because we don't want to be in a position where we can't register players for the Champions League phase.
Yeah.
And now we're hearing that Chelsea might be looking at a surprise target coming in. We've got an issue with Nicholas Jackson because Nicholas Jackson, we've received an ultimatum from Bayern Munich that we have to give him an answer by Sunday morning. They've offered 15 million euros as a sign-on fee, loan fee. Chelsea are still hoping to get him sold, and I'm guessing they're looking to get him sold so that they can actually go in the market and buy another attacking player. While we actually need a centre back more than we need an attacking player. What's your take on all of this, Steve? Where do you stand on this spectrum of negativity, positivity? What's your opinion, mate?
Year after year after year, I get myself into this stuff where I get so frustrated with all this news. Okay, I have to take responsibility as well at the same time, but it is so annoying, and I'm not going to blame journalists like fully because at the end of the day they've been fed certain information. You post the shorts, bang on point when it needs to come out. It's there. Like if you want to see on Blue Lounge, it's there, literally summarized. Yeah, but it's like it was very clear. You sell Nkunku, we sign Simmons. That's it. Or it would advance talks and we put a bid in. Now, I said it, I think 4 days ago on your stream. I am sure this UEFA thing is a serious thing. I was sure of it. And you also asked who would we probably get, and I said Garnacho as well.
Yeah.
That was so obvious. Like, it was going to happen like that. But what's really annoying is that I think the bids for Mike Magnan at the start of the window, I don't know the mindset behind it, whether we want to go back in 6 months later and try and get him on a free or some. I don't know if he's agreed a new deal yet or not. But the goalkeeper, the defender, like you said, then we've got Xavi Simmons. It's not end of the world. I don't think people are angry about Xavi Simmons not coming. It's the way the news has been fed to us and that we've kind of expected it. Obviously, me, you, the guys in the panel will always make news on these things, right? And it's more like if you look at your videos and you see Xavi Simmons go to Spurs, it just looks silly, you know? Haaland was a prime example. We had guys that were in touch with journalists talking. Chelsea want to go in with a bid and stuff. The player's not interested. Literally, he's not interested to join Chelsea. So lessons obviously should have been learned, but when you're in the game of, talking about these news, you believe Fabrizio, right? Like, you can't just not believe on certain things because Garnacho, he was spot on. Literally spot on. 100% done.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know, Chelsea have signed good players. I'm not going to say it's the worst window. I've seen a lot of people say worst window. I don't think it's the worst window.
No.
We have signed great players. We have signed many at market opportunities. I think the disappointment is that we've gone in for some experienced players, like the goalkeeper, for example, and just walked away. And Robert Sanchez, whether you guys think he's good enough or not, I did see an improvement towards the end of the season, but I think long term, when you look at Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Napoli, and all that stuff in the group stage, if you look at the players that we're actually taking in, I don't think you can be satisfied with that personally as a Champions League team. And I'm not saying we need to sign players like on the Roman level, but we do need some experience, guys, like generally.
Yeah. Brighton. Tell me your thoughts on the Brighton thing.
Brighton, I think it's something.
You skipped it on purpose. I can tell. You skipped it on purpose.
The Brighton one. I saw a comment. We signed the other players on the blue coat signing.
Yeah,
Those are linked.
Yeah, and Cesar.
They're linked. They're 100% linked because we were not gonna buy this guy. What's his name? Enciso.
Enciso, yeah.
If I pronounce it right or not.
He like failed a
That's
medical
come
or
up at
something,
the
didn't
same
he?
time, right? That's obviously telling you Tony Bloomer said something to Todd Bowley or whoever, like, we've got a good relationship, let's not kill it, let's carry it on and make sure you guys come back in. And I don't think Chelsea will let this window end like this, but I have no expectation. I do think someone else will come in because this can't be the way it ends for Chelsea. There is no way. I think there's a lot of fake positivity on socials at the moment. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen my tweets. I got slated, but I tagged CFCPYS because I knew he's been getting hate. Like we read his news, and it's like what he's saying. No matter what, if he has bad opinions or not in general, he's spot on with the ambition. It's simple like that. So I don't know. I think after a couple months, if people don't realize and results don't go away, Maresca's going to get the blame. And you got to remember, we're playing Champions League football now. I think the fixtures come out tomorrow. We find out the dates exactly when it is. So when the team are saying about Liam Delap getting a chance, even if he doesn't do that well, he might still play in the league because we've got Palmer playing in midweek maybe and we could switch it up, for example. So there are options out there, but you got to remember as well, guys, Palmer, 60 games, he's coming through these mini injuries. We definitely need someone around still, I think. And maybe, Xavi Simons might not have been the right fit, but we definitely need some type of player there.
What's your thoughts on Fermin Lopez?
I think he would save the window. I actually think he would save the window. I think no one can complain if he had come in. Honestly, I don't think anyone, even me, I couldn't complain in general if he was to come in because the hype that he got when we were linked was what we want to see, basically. But as you said, do we need him?
Yeah,
it depends on how Maresca plays, right? But as we know, Champions League, we do want to.
Maresca wants him. Maresca really wants him.
Phone call twice.
Yeah, exactly. And he it seemed to me that he preferred Fermin Lopez over Xavi Simons. It looks like Xavi Simons was a club purchase, while Fermin Lopez was the choice of the manager.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I will always go for what the manager wants because at the end of the day, he knows what he wants on that pitch and he knows the player if he can deliver it or not. Also, the fact that they're both Spanish speakers. Actually, hold on. No, Maresca's
he's Italian. But he speaks Spanish. He does speak Spanish.
He speaks Spanish? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the feeling that this is a player that Maresca wants, and if it's a player Maresca wants, I want to see the club back the manager and get the player that he wants. Maresca has done everything that was asked of him. I had my doubts about Maresca. I didn't think he'd come in and do the job. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought he's lacking experience. He's never won it at won things at that level that that we aspire to. But then he comes in. We're finishing the Champions League. We won 2 trophies. What more can we ask for? And the performances that we've seen from Chelsea under Maresca have been performances that we that we've enjoyed. That we this is the kind of game, the kind of football that we want to see from Chelsea, especially towards the latter stages of the season. So I'm happy with Maresca, and if Maresca wants certain players, back the manager, because if you back the manager, if we fail, then you know who to blame.
Just quickly, Mozol. I don't know if you saw the Spanish side media reports on this topic a couple of days ago. How do these guys know about him not picking up the call to Barca to decide what's going on, if he's going to leave, if he's going to stay? We don't see this in the UK, right? When you read the UK reports, you won't see David Ornstein or Matt Law or anyone talking about this. Spanish law, they're mad. They talk about he's not picking up his phone.
Sadiq. I mean, he's not picking up his phone. I'm not. I think there's a bit of banter. Exaggeration because he trained the other day. So I don't really read too much into that. But what I do read into is this: Maresca has called multiple times before the David Ornstein announcement. And then Fabrizio Romano, literally within an hour, posted a video, not a tweet, a video, calling Ornstein out and saying that what he has reported is a rumor. It's a rumor. There's no contact with the player, no contact with the no email, no phone call. He literally said every method of communication
That's mad.
on a video. We played it like 6 times on the stream. And then literally a few hours later, he says, yes, there was contact with the player. Now, if Fabrizio Romano isn't aware of the contact with the player, even though it has been reported in the Spanish press, I personally find that hard to believe. I think that Fabrizio Romano was aware, but because it contradicts the story that he's been pushing, Xavi Simons, he did not want to emphasize it and try to kill it as soon as possible. But because it started to get traction, he said, you know what, I'm going to look like an idiot if this doesn't happen. And to be fair, he has looked like an idiot today because, you know, advancing, closer, blah, 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 blah,
and he's
blah.
the one who broke the Tottenham news as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love to add a little bit to what Sadiq was saying before, if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you were saying about like we would like to have seen something a little bit more substantial in way of transfers and stuff. When you think about like we're going into the Champions League next year, we've got a lot like going on in that. What this whole thing is kind of telling me is that Blueco, even right now after this is 4th season, is it 4th season with Blueco?
Yeah, 4th year, yeah.
They are still project first, not winning first. I think that's what it looks like to me at the moment. And this stuff with like, Buonanotte and, buying all these guys that have gone, we bought Mamadou Sarr, played him once in the Club World Cup and then loaned him back to Strasbourg. Do you know what I mean? It's like all of these little details that we see, the crazy things we've seen over the last few months. That is what is telling me that, and like I think that as long as we finish in the Champions League next year, I genuinely think that's the minimum. I genuinely think that's the minimum as far as and they are still concerned as they don't even like they probably think we're actually ahead of schedule. Do you know what I mean? Because we've just won 2 big trophies and we're in the Champions League and things are looking really good. So I've just got this feeling that they are still very much project first. Let's keep on building before we go in for the killer buys for the the big sort of ones. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I also think ruined it?
What?
Was the first window where Todd Boehly got given the keys and he was throwing out
100%.
massive contracts. He was spending money on
Koulibaly,
loads of
$200 a
players.
week.
You know what I mean?
Raheem Sterling.
And we're still seeing the
Tragic.
repercussions of that up till now. And they've probably gone and had to, have a little sit down with Boehly, give him a little telling off. And this is what has led us to get to this point. And
karma, Todd, karma.
yeah, karma, you know what I mean? A project.
I'm not too angry with him with that, man.
No, because that's what we want to see. That's what we've seen under Roman to go out and get the big buys.
Yeah. That's not how it's going to be, though, man. Do you know what I mean? I think if the project idea that they're trying to instill, every team should have a type of project because at the end of the day, you want to build something. But if you're going to build a project, you need to sprinkle it with youth and experience. And that's what we're not doing. We're basically sprinkling it with youth. You say
and
that.
hoping they gain
This is the
experience.
first time we've bought anyone from the Prem for ages, man. Do you know what I mean? This is literally the first time.
Let me ask this question. Okay. Now, I don't know. Okay, let me ask this question. If Chelsea had not qualified for the Champions League, let's say we qualified for the Europa, and we had not won the Club World Cup, okay, would they consider sacking Maresca at that point?
No,
I don't think so. Not
Exactly. That's the difference between Roman Abramovich and with these guys.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though, man. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
But the point I'm trying to make here is this: we, as fans, we want to see the club win. We are now talking about challenging for the title. Let's be honest. Deep down, we all think Chelsea could win the Premier League with the squad, with the players. Deep down, we all think it. We don't say it because we don't want to look like idiots when we don't do it.
I'll say it.
But deep,
Yeah,
I've said it.
I'm
I've
not
said it.
convinced, man. I'm not
I've
convinced,
said it.
honestly. I'm
Well,
really,
but-
really not convinced.
Let me finish. The issue is this: if we see it that way, if we feel it that way, we have to understand the ownership don't see it that way and don't feel it in that same way. I agree 100%. That they are probably looking back. It's like, yeah, we're ahead of schedule. They are probably thinking, we should be challenging for the title in maybe season 6. In another 2-3 years maybe. But for us as fans, we have that hunger, we have that desire to be doing it now. With the players that we have, the youngsters that we have, and let's be honest, our team is filled with youngsters. We want to see that success. The fact that we had a taste of it last season, with a European trophy, small European trophy, but a European trophy, and the Club World Cup, we want to see Chelsea do better this year. And to do better this year is the Champions League, the Premier League. That's the only way it's better than last year.
No, I don't necessarily agree.
Well,
with that, man.
an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup would be good for you.
I think a Champions League finish and a domestic cup would be a great season because this is our first season back in the Champions League. Very few of the players we've got in the squad have Champions League experience. Do you know what I mean? So the winning isn't necessarily the mentality that all these guys have got yet. So to come out there, and I know there's the odd occasion like your Leicesters and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think you need to build a winning mentality. And I think the conference, we had to win the Conference League. Don't get me wrong, very happy we did. But if we hadn't have won the Conference League, it'd have been embarrassing. Let's be honest. Let's just throw that out there right now. The Club World Cup, that was a nice surprise because we didn't necessarily think we were going to win that. But because it's a new competition, we had the best draw on the way to the final by far out of all of those as well. So don't get me wrong, it is amazing that we won it, but I don't think we'd have won it if we'd have, like, PSG had to play Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Inter on the way to that final. Do you know what I mean? If we had to play all of those, Real Madrid, if we'd have had to play all those teams on the way to the Club World Cup final, I don't think we'd have won it. Do you know what I mean? So I think the thing is, we need to build a winning mentality in order to be winning stuff like the Premier League and the Champions League. Premier League, winning the Premier League over a whole season is such a massive, massive, massive ask. And without the prerequisite experience,
we've got
players,
breaking. We got breaking. Let me switch screen. Hold on. Nico Jackson breaking news.
Oh, interesting. You did say you thought that might happen tonight.
Yeah, but it's not. Let's have a read. So, Fabrizio Romano, Bayern Munich insisting to get Nicholas Jackson deal done even before Monday and ahead of the deadline day. Crucial hours ahead, but now pushing. Deal never being close to Italy, to Italian clubs, as FC Bayern are pushing to anticipate English clubs. That is suggesting that there are teams that are prepared to buy. These guys only want a loan. There are teams prepared to buy. I've got another notification. Let me just refresh and see what that is before I go back to you guys.
So where are those guys, man? Where are those guys? Because they're delaying our movement.
I keep seeing things like Newcastle
Florian
circling. Everyone's circling, aren't they? Everyone's always circling like a vulture.
Florian Plettenberg is hourglass with 2 eyes 58 seconds ago. Breaking news: hourglass with 2 eyes. Florian Plettenberg from Sky Sports Holland,
Germany.
Germany. That's the level we've gone down to. Would you rather Nicholas Jackson go out on a loan to Bayern Munich for £12.5 million loan fee and an obligation to buy, or sell him to Newcastle or Aston Villa for about 60, 70. What would you prefer?
I'd rather just keep him at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, if I'm honest, it's like he would be easy to reintegrate back into the team, I think.
And
and then we
drop
don't have
Pedro to 10, didn't you?
Yeah, and we don't have to go out and get a Fermin Lopez or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think if we're going to get rid of him, it would be better to have a sale than a loan. Do you know what I mean? Because loans are laborious, and we've just taken the mick a little bit with the Jadon Sancho thing, haven't we? When it's like it was an obligation to buy right up until the end of the season when we found out actually it wasn't, and there was a little get out clause. Do you know what I mean?
The issue I have here is this: if we sell to Aston Villa or Newcastle, then we still have the opportunity to buy another player this transfer window. If we loan him out to Bayern Munich, the opportunity kind of fades away.
Peace.
I don't know if it does, man, because like I know Sadiq, you said earlier, didn't you, about the UEFA stuff being like quite a big deal. I kind of we had a little word about it earlier, didn't we? Is like amortization works on you only pay on your books in the year the first year's amortized fee. Do you know what I mean? So of the 200 and nearly 300 million sales that have gone on the books, we're probably not even at 100 mil in buys if on the books this year. So I don't think the UEFA trouble is actually. I think we're well past that. Do you know what I mean? So I think we could afford to buy another player.
I feel like they're kind of using it so they can get out of not getting players.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like it's gotten to, because it's been heavily pushed.
because it's so
Like, there's been
complicated.
noise about it, but the last week and a half, because Sadiq, I know you've done some streams on it, haven't you, about the whole UEFA thing, and it's been heavily pushed at the moment. And since when the Javi Simmons come out, it was like, oh no, because of UEFA and things like this, and money wise, and so I think that's what they're using it for, man. I don't, it can't, you know, even when I know UEFA and PSR slightly different, but I think we were top in the PSR as well, weren't we?
Yeah, we were by miles.
By miles. So you can't tell me that we're struggling money wise. I don't see it at all.
No, but you know, between those two, obviously PSR is also including assets, right? So UEFA has been a bit more difficult with their things. But
for sure.
Going back to Stanford Singh's point earlier,
You can call me Matt, man, by the way.
Matt. I like this stuff. It makes everyone remember. Oh yeah, that's the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, he's plugging your YouTube channel.
Oh,
Man.
I like saying behind the dugout and
Yeah,
stuff.
fair play, man. Fair play.
But
And worldwide chills, guys. Don't forget worldwide chills. I'm going to break your chain of thought here, Sadiq, for 2 seconds. Lads, there's nearly 90 of you in the stream. I would very much appreciate you guys checking out Stanford Singh, Behind the Dugouts, and Worldwide Chills. 3 very, very good YouTube channels, Chelsea fan channels that you need to be watching. So please do yourself a favor. Go and subscribe to their channels. Watch 1 or 2 bits of their content. If you enjoy it, continue watching. If you don't enjoy it, unsubscribe. But you're going to lose nothing. So please go and show some love. Links are in the description for all 3 channels. And actually, I've also got a link in there for Blue Clouds Media, who is running 2 hours late. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, lads, please do me a favor. I mean, I really appreciate the support you guys are showing me on my channel. But please do me a favor by supporting my friends and fellow YouTube content creators on the panel. Sadiq, Worldwide Chelsea, Kai, Behind the Dugouts, and Matt, Stanford Sink. Link in the description.
Road to 1,000, mate. 820.
Road to
Nearly
1,000.
there. I'm nearly there.
you're gonna get there, man. You're gonna get there. By deadline day, you're gonna get there, guys. Get him there.
Oh, mate, I hope
And
so.
by the
man, I
way,
hope so.
and by the way, you know what, Sadiq, I was streaming while you just started your stream. I was ending my stream, and I didn't get a chance to watch your stream until the following day. So I actually went back and watched your stream the following day, and it was so funny the fact that you were literally on your stream telling everyone, go check out the Blue Lounge, fantastic content, great layout. And then his phone rings, and his phone is ringing. He's like, I'm just talking about you. My stream is like, you know, and I'm like, please, now I'm trying to send you my viewers. You know, you don't have the redirect thing on your channel.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do it? And I'm literally, and when I watched that, it was so funny because he's literally bigging me up, and I didn't know I was on my stream. And I'm literally calling him. It's like, what, it's a subhanallah moment, Sadiq. It's a subhanallah moment. Allah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, facts. I was like, right, that's mad.
Crazy, man, crazy.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier about Matt's one was the mindset of the spending is fine. Okay, I think this transfer window, if it happened 2 years ago, we would be okay. But I think the other team's strengthening now to the level that they've gone. It's not going to work like the way we're moving right now. I think, look at Tottenham. If you asked anyone right now, Mohamed Kudus, Xavi Simons against Gittins and Garnacho, are you guys really picking Chelsea, like deep down? Like, let's be real. And Arsenal,
That's fair.
Arsenal might not look perfect, but they've got the new director coming in. I think his name Berto, or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
300
they've had a
million.
great window, man. Great window.
Great
for
window.
Arsenal.
I can't say anything. Even United spending, they're going through a tough time. Don't get me wrong. Maino might come Chelsea. Who knows? Loan deal. You never know.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Yeah. So these teams are spending money. You know, Isak could leave last second for Liverpool, guys. These teams are just going beyond the next level. So I'm still a bit worried about the way Chelsea are going. Obviously, project or not, it's gonna be a bit crazy, man. It's gonna be a bit crazy. But Mo, listen, make sure you guys come to the Champions League games, man. I want to see you at the Champions League, Mo. I want to bring you with me, man.
Bro, tickets are hard for me to get, man.
I got you, man. I got you. Don't worry.
If you got me, I'm there, man. If you got me, I'm there.
I got you.
Yeah,
Even tomorrow, that's what I was asking you about tomorrow. How far are you?
Tomorrow.
But it's an early kickoff.
12:30. I can make it.
How much notice do I need to give you though? Because I will probably have spares by like 10 a.m.
If you tell me at 10, I can make it.
All right, cool.
But because what I'll have to do is I'll have to get in my car,
Where do
go.
you park?
I've got parking slide down, man. I got you. No, so I'd park close to Hanger Lane and get the train from there.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I could park down there and get the train from there. If you tell me by 10 o'clock, then I can make it. But after 10, it'll be a bit difficult because
Right. I'll be in touch. I promise. I'll be in touch.
Sweet. Yeah. No, last game I went was I think 2 years ago.
I went
Actually,
with you.
the last game we went together. Yeah.
went with
Carabao Cup final. Carabao. Yeah. We had the convertible and doing all that.
Your goal was mad.
Yeah, no, that was a mad one. Yeah, that was literally the last game I went to. It's been a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna just go have a breath of fresh air. That's the code name for going for a cigarette. So I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of Matt, Sadiq, and Kai. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and then we'll have another look at the latest news. Please make sure you guys are hitting the like button on the stream. We haven't hit 100 likes yet, We haven't.
We're going to when you disappear.
Wait.
They're waiting.
Mate, I'll tell you what, man. The chat's been proper popping today, though.
It's
Hasn't it?
been
Really
popping.
good chat today. Really good chat today.
Popping. Yeah. It's been really popping, and
Popping.
last night and tonight it's been really good. We hit what 200 likes last night, so big up to everyone from last night. But obviously the people that were here last night are not here tonight because we're not having 200 likes yet. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll leave you guys in the capable hands of the panel. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
You guys can start it, man. What are you guys thinking? I haven't actually heard the stream beforehand or yesterday's one, so I don't actually know how you guys are generally feeling about this window.
I am ultimately positive about it, right? Like, the thing is, if we'd have stopped talking about buying players after the Club World Cup, I'd have been looking at this and going into the season with the buys that we'd made, knowing that we were going to make sales and be like, yeah, no, cool, I'm pretty happy with it, man. The thing that's got me, this is my first year doing YouTube journalism for the transfer window. Do you know what I mean? So I've followed it a lot harder than I ever have before, and you get taken for a bit of a ride, don't you? I agree with what you were saying earlier. You can't just blame the journos, but I was saying earlier before you jumped on about the Xavi Simons stuff, I was like, that deal might have died when he went back into Red Bull Leipzig's team because he pulled out of their preseason squad, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he put himself back in it and that might have been the moment that the deal died as far as the club to club stuff goes. And all we've got to say otherwise is Fabrizio Romano, tweeting every day being like, oh, they've dotted an I on the contract today. Xavi Simons has bought a Snickers in London or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, for the last week or so, it's been, or a couple of weeks maybe, it's been a bit like Garnacho was always going to happen, and that's felt like that was on for a while. So that's cool. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually pretty happy with the Garnacho thing. But ultimately, I'm actually pretty happy with the window. And this is kind of what I was saying earlier, though. I've got a bit of a different mindset about, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, I love the Roman era and stuff, but I try to be really, really objective about the fact that that's just not what it is anymore. So I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of the owners rather than, like, what I want. And that's if we don't win anything this year, that's how I get over it. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm setting myself up just in case we don't win the Premier League or win the Champions League or go back and win stuff. Do you know what I mean? I can tell myself for another year or two that we're still building, and that will run out eventually. Do you know what I mean? That will 100% run out. But for now, I'm just trying to think from the perspective of trying to really like look objectively at the project itself, and based on everything that they've been doing and how is the project looking, because you got to think, man, it's like City did something similar, didn't they? Like, they weren't winning 4 in 5 as soon as their new owners took over. Do you know what I mean? They won the odd one here and there, and it was a bit in and out, and there was different kind of things, and then all of a sudden when Pep came in and it all came together, that's when they kind of hit the ground running and started winning all the time. So in terms of like project building, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're trying to set ourselves up for a period of massive domination, which is what I'm hoping for. But yeah, so in terms of that, I think we've had a good transfer window, and you got to think when the likes of Cole Palmer, João Pedro, Jamie Gittins, all these guys are like 25 plus in their primes and still in our team, then we're going to be looking like one of the best teams in the world.
Facts. And just before Kai goes on, I just want to say, Jay, just quickly, some of those players that you've mentioned, they do not affect the UEFA regulations. So Disasi, Datro, Alfie, Chilwell, none of those guys, Raheem Sterling, they don't affect the UEFA numbers. So only maybe 1 or 2 of those guys, like Tyreek, George, Jackson, play a part. And also, Waldo, you were one of my followers back in 2016 on YouTube. I've not seen you in years. So yeah, try and hit me up, man. But yeah, Kai, what's your take on the transfer window as well?
No, I pretty much agree with Matt. I'm pretty happy with what we've done, the business we've done, the players that we've brought in. Similar to Matt, I'm quite happy with the Garnacho signing as well, but it is a signing that I knew was going to happen for a long time. I mean, even when the rumours were popping up in January, I could see it happening. Yeah, I think it's more so the ride that we've been taking on, the length of time that it's gone on, because it's just been regurgitated rubbish for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then just for it to end just like that, with not even so much as a bid to go in for it, which I find very surprising. It's just a waste of time, but it's, like I said earlier, it's not affecting my outlook on where I think the team is now and what we can do this season. I'm still going into this season feeling pretty positive right now, and I definitely think we have improved. Like,
Yeah,
all the positions, 100%. Still positions that we need to improve in, of course.
Yeah.
But where we have bought players and improved in, I feel like we have definitely improved.
We have breaking news, Kai. We have breaking news. This is from PYS via Fabrizio Romano. 1 minute ago, Chelsea had a new direct call with the agent of Fermin Lopez today, after signing that guy from from Brighton to try to. I can't pronounce his name, man. to try again to understand. To try again to understand what he is going to do. Barca believe the player won't go, but Chelsea keep contacting his agent, as per Fabrizio Romano. So that is the latest update.
That deal's done.
You reckon?
Yeah, that deal's done. I think that's Fabrizio milking it. He's probably 24 hours ahead of the news, guys. This was probably last night, and he's just reporting now. You know what these journalists do? They wait a day and just pass it on. I think when you wake up tomorrow, Mo, you will see something. Go ahead, advanced talks or something. It's so obvious.
Lads, tomorrow you'll be getting breaking news from Stamford Bridge via Worldwide Chelsea and the Blue Lounge.
I think, you know what? Waldo makes a good point. I think his agents are probably telling him to go because I did see Barca do have those economic issues they have on their side as well. So
Yeah.
they might not want to sell. I think Pedri did get injured again as well. So obviously they're a bit worried about that side. But the way this news is coming on, you're not going to be like, he's not joining us. Right? You can't be.
But then there was also a thing coming out saying that part of his stipulations, he wants a guaranteed starting spot. Maresca's come out, and the reason, obviously, Nkunku didn't work, but the main reason he said he can't get in front of Cole Palmer. So how is Lopez going to get in front of Cole Palmer? And if they're going to say, "Oh, we'll guarantee you a starting spot," does that mean what for Cole Palmer? Because they play in the same position. So I really don't see this happening.
Don't you think some? I think he played really well on the right side a couple of times as well, which is another option. There were times where he played on the right wing.
Then why have we brought in Buonanotte, another player that is a sort of a right winger?
I think he's barely going to play. I think it's a Dennis Zakaria move, and he maybe gets a couple of minutes here.
More breaking news. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but
no, it's cool, man. It's cool.
You know what it's like, the 12 o'clock time slot for Fabrizio Romano gets a little bit crazy with his with his news. So again, Fabrizio Romano via PYS, Bayern are pushing like crazy tonight to try and I gotta emphasize it, to try and sign Nicholas Jackson. Bayern have offered Chelsea a loan fee of around £12.9 million. It was 12.4, so they've added 400,000 in the past few hours. 12.9 million pounds, which I think could be a world record loan fee, plus covering
Still
his
no
salary.
obligation in there, though, is there?
No.
I think Chelsea will only accept the deal if there is an obligation. I think they made that clear a few days ago. Yeah.
No,
There's no
there's no obligation. There's no obligation.
I think I think it will be an option if it will go. I don't think they're going to have to force. But what if, right? So Jackson goes, we get the 12.9. Again, I'd much rather sell him, but if that's the case, or if we can keep him, but he wants to move, that's why. I know people saying, "Oh, just keep him now." It's him that is pushing for the move, not so much the club. So we get the 12.9 million. I think he's going to do really well in Germany.
Yeah.
Of course.
Playing on left, playing the thing, and probably going to have a better season in Germany than he has here in the Premier League. Isn't that then going to increase his value when he comes back next season?
He'll get less games though, won't he, man? That's the only thing about that, because he's been our unimpeded first choice striker for 2 years now, and he's not just going to go. Like, I get what you're saying. We said before, didn't he? Maybe he plays on left wing in a bit and that, but he's not going to get 50 games in the season, is he? So he might do better per capita. Do you know what I mean? Like, he might score goals in less games, but his output won't be probably as like he might score.
Yeah, but you should say like that about
or whatever.
What's it, Benjamin Tesco? It's not like he was absolutely killing it, banging in goals left, right, and centre for Leipzig in the German league. But he was starting pretty much every single game. And he's gone for 90 million.
Yeah, but United are mugs, mate. They paid 80 mil for Rasmus Højlund.
But you know what I mean. But if
and matey boy Anthony as well, they paid like 89 mil for Anthony as well, didn't they?
25.
They pulled out, didn't they?
Yeah, they pulled out.
One story we haven't covered today, and I think I totally missed it, is the Ben Chilwell situation.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to highlight it for you guys. So again, PYS earlier today, he says via MC
McGrath.
Gareth McGrath? Oh, McGrath. MC McGrath.
I got you, bro. I got you, Dory. I got you.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah. So Strasbourg are considering Ben Chilwell. Torino and Roma are also interested. So Strasbourg considering Ben Chilwell. So Chelsea are considering to consider Ben Chilwell in a nutshell. But yeah, also Torino and Roma, I'm interested. I'm more keen for him to go to Torino or Roma because by him going to Strasbourg, we really haven't done nothing there. But for Ben
And
Chilwell,
they've just taken on, what's it, Ishe Samuel Smith as well as a left back,
Yeah,
and he not?
yeah. They bought
Yeah,
for
but
seven,
this-
7 mil.
yeah. So this would be a permanent. Would it be a loan deal?
Yeah, but
No,
I mean,
Ishe Samuel Smith was permanent as well.
he was
Yeah,
permanent as well.
yeah,
Yeah. So they
yeah,
brought in a permanent left back, and then to bring in another left back. To be fair, that might be the route. If we can't offload players to other teams, just sell them to Strasbourg. Do they want Sterling too?
The
Could
thing
have
is,
Sterling.
though, can Strasbourg afford Ben Chilwell's
Oh, yeah.
wages? Because they are still their own entity, and we can't just
We have
pump
more
money
break
into
into.
them.
We have more breakers. Sorry, lads. PYS is having field days. Is there?
I need to call him. I'm gonna call him.
No, he's seen the stream. He's like, let me give these guys some content to talk about. Man.
Yeah,
This is
just
literally-
working on the news.
So Fabrizio Romano via PYS. Bayern believe Nicholas Jackson has very interesting potential. Has very PYS, man. Your grammar has very. It's actually. If Fabrizio Romano, he's probably just anyway. He can be a backup to Kane, partner to Kane, up top or play on the left wing, pushing like crazy to make it happen. He can definitely be a backup to Kane. He can definitely play on the left
That'd be
wing.
his
Or on
role at
FIFA.
Munich, man.
Who is his
Backup.
Who is their left winger? Is it Gnabry?
Have they sold Kingsley Coman yet?
Coleman is gone.
He's
Coleman's
gone, yeah.
gone.
So yeah, it's
Coleman
Gnabry
went,
now,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you guys start talking, we get another breaking news. So just carry on.
I want to call PRS. Yo, we need more of these right now.
Keep going. Keep
He's got a
going.
whole team working on that stuff. Man. He's
Work,
got a whole
yeah,
team.
Yeah.
So respect that.
Oh no, they've got freaking what's his name? Louis Diaz. He ain't gonna start on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I
I
forgot about
completely
that.
forgot that he went
Yeah,
in
there's
there.
like 60 mil as well. They
on
spent
it.
buck, didn't
70 mil.
they?
They're
So
spending that
Nicholas Jackson would be going to Bayern Munich to play backup to Luis Diaz and Harry
That's
Kane
crazy.
because he's not getting in over any of them in the first team. Let's be completely honest.
That's crazy.
Unless they shift Elise
Elise, don't forget about Elise. Yeah, don't forget about Elise. Yeah.
Yeah, but Alice's
because he's on the right winger, but he's a player that can definitely play in a 10.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he can.
He's mostly
100%.
only ever played right wing though, isn't he? Like I know he
Yeah,
played a little
mainly,
bit of centre
mainly.
attack for Palace, but he's mostly been.
But
and
he's
for
vision
Munich
and unreal.
especially. Who else have they got? I swear, I know there's Muslaya's injured from the Club
Yeah.
World Cup. I feel like has Muller retired yet?
That
He's
guy's
gone
been
to
there.
MLS, isn't he?
Nice.
sure.
All right, so yeah, basically,
Yeah, he's going to retire. Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, sorry, I need to head out. Unfortunately, I was hoping Nee took my spot, but I don't know where he is. Mo, where is Nee? Is he coming?
He messaged me and he said he's out for the afternoon, time difference. He'll try to get back home and jump on if he gets a chance.
Oh, okay.
But that was a couple of hours ago, so it was literally just as we went live.
Nee, where you at? No, it's cool.
Nee,
But
Nee, if you're watching, hurry up and get back home, man. But for real, Nee, enjoy your time with the family. Family always comes first. Always comes first.
Yeah, big up,
Yeah.
Nee, man. Absolute
big up
legend.
to you.
Really
I'll
good.
try to jump on tomorrow, man. I'll try to jump on tomorrow as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Good to see you,
Let me know before 10 a.m.
Yeah, no, I will.
All
I'll
right,
shout you guys.
sweet.
Big up, Matt and
Thank you,
Kai,
Sadiq.
bro.
Guys,
Yeah,
Worldwide
Nice,
Chelsea. Worldwide Chelsea. Make sure you go check it out. And do you know what? I got to say this before you go, Sadiq. Worldwide Chelsea was the first ever streamer for Chelsea. People
I?
weren't streaming.
Was
You
I?
were,
No.
man.
No, I think it was
No.
second. First was Nini. Nini was first. Blue Lines TV.
Blue
No.
Lines, yeah.
Nini was making video content. You were the first one that was streaming.
No, he
I
showed me
remember-
how to stream. He showed me how to stream. He showed
Really?
me. Yeah,
Okay,
we done it on Google Hangout back then.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, so Worldwide Chelsea is the first streamer that I saw streaming.
oh, second.
It was about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. He started streaming, man. And I remember, there was a lot of you guys who were here. You were watching him.
Waldo. I've not seen that guy in 7
Waldo.
years, 6 years. Well, I've seen this guy. I finally found him.
So guys, do yourself a favor and go check out Worldwide Chelsea. He's streaming on a regular basis as well now. So
No,
make sure you guys are there. Show some love. We're a community, lads.
Yeah,
You
no,
can watch my stream, you can watch his stream.
facts.
We're a community, lads. You know what I mean? Support each other.
Facts. Big up,
I wanna-
man. I'll see you guys
Nice
Take care,
one,
brother.
Sadiq. Take it easy, bro.
Have a
Yeah,
good one.
mate.
Maybe
Take
see
care,
you
brother.
tomorrow.
Yep.
I want to give a quick shout out to someone in the chat as well. His name's Omar. I think it's Malmanado. He's
Yep.
always in my comments, man, and he's an absolute
seen him.
legend. Always
I've
got
seen
a
him.
lot to say, man. He's a really, really nice guy. Been enjoying chatting with him over the last few months and I've noticed he's been quite present in the chat tonight. So big up
Yeah.
Omar Malmanado.
Omar always has a very rational perspective. I've seen his comments on your videos and also here in the chat. He's been quite active in the chat for the past few streams. So big up to you, Omar. And it's a pleasure to get this kind of perspective. I really enjoy reading your comments, lads. I might not be highlighting them all on the stream because we're discussing, we're talking, but I am reading them and I am seeing them. And you guys make some really, really good points, and I wish we had more time to address them. But with the PYS tweeting every 2 seconds is a bit difficult. But no, thank you all for the comments. It really makes a massive difference to the quality of the content. So big up to everyone. And I see Rabba Taha. Big up to you. Tottenham now are miles clear of Chelsea.
Oh, I don't know
Rabba
about
Taha.
No, I don't know.
Who you been smoking, Rabba? Who you been smoking?
Mo, what are you saying? Are we staying on for a bit?
We just got another breaking bit of news. If you want to go have a break, go for it.
saying.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
All right, sweet.
go
I'll be
for
back
it.
in 5.
Go for it. No worries. So we've got a tweet from Ben Jacobs on Fermin Lopez. Let me share that with you guys. Here we go. Ben Jacobs. Oh, it's a retweet. Damn it, it's a retweet. But he's retweeting it for a reason, right? So let's look at what he said. Chelsea have not ruled out adding Fermin Lopez even after the guy from Brighton loan. As revealed, talks have centered on getting player buy-in. Lopez has spoken to Maresca. If Lopez becomes open to the move, Chelsea could yet proceed. The fact that he's retweeted that, we read this earlier on in the stream when we first started the stream. Because
Yeah.
it's 3 hours ago. So it was kind of new when we started the stream. For him to be retweeting this, that means something has happened. There has been progression in this. Otherwise, he wouldn't be retweeting.
Maybe another phone call.
Another phone call. Maybe we are about to get something breaking. I have a feeling we are going to get something breaking today. I mean, Xavi Simons broke, I think, 3 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
3 a.m. yesterday. I'm not working tomorrow. Kai isn't working tomorrow. Matt isn't working tomorrow. So we are happy to stay on a little bit longer just to see. We just got another bit of breaking news. Hold on, lads. What's going on? We've got another bit of breaking news.
If you've just called it saying you felt something coming and then suddenly we get breaking news, mate, tell me what you reckon the score is. I'll put a bet on tomorrow.
I said 3-0 or 3-1. It's one of those. Okay, so PYS via Fabrizio Romano. Let's have a look at this one. 42 seconds ago, so it's hot off the press. Chelsea and Barca are both waiting to see what Fermin Lopez wants to do. Interesting. Chelsea and Barca, that means Barca have the buy-in to this now. Barca are also keen to do this. What Lopez wants to do. In Spain, the media said he would release a statement on Friday, that's today, clarifying his future, but he didn't do that. Let's see what happens on Saturday. And again, that's today. We're 8 minutes into Saturday. Yeah. So for Fabrizio Romano to be saying this now, Ben Jacobs retweeting what he said 3 hours ago, and we've just got another bit of breaking news. This is madness, man. Can you imagine if we ended the stream at 12? It's not breaking news. It's Chelsea Football Club posting something. Let's see what Chelsea Football Club posted. Okay, they're posting a picture of Delap saying final prep. So I'm guessing he might be starting tomorrow, which means João Pedro is in the 10 position, potentially. But lads, I have a feeling we are going to get something happening tonight. I'm thinking Jackson and
Jackson
Fermin
Bayern.
Lopez. Yeah, Jackson Bayern. Excuse me, Fermin Lopez. And one thing we actually talked about, Kai, yesterday. We said, would they be up to this hour of the night discussing and making things happen? And then we get the breaking news at 3 a.m. So, yeah, they were up last night discussing. They were literally up last night discussing this.
I suppose the player doesn't have to be up, does he? Just his agent. So he can just
club
get
representatives,
sound asleep.
he can go to bed, man. He's like, you know what, if they offer this much, I'll be cool with it.
But that's
guys,
what
we have
Sadiq was
100
saying,
people. We have 100 people in the chat. 100 people in the chat. And we are on 72 likes, man. Damn. I feel underappreciated, streaming for 2 hours straight. We did a 4-hour stream the other day. But yeah, lads, come on, sort us out with them likes. They don't cost you nothing, man. They don't cost you nothing. I'm not asking you to send in super chats or become a member. I mean, if you wanted to, you could, but I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying, hit the like button. Kai, I interrupted you. I apologize. You're like, what was I going to say? I forgot.
yeah, man. Broke me chain of thought.
Unfortunately, we're going to be doing that a lot tonight with the amount of breaking news that is coming through. Machiavelli's not working tomorrow, so he's here all night. Brilliant. Omar, listen, brother, it's true. We're not saying anything that is not true, brother. So big up to you, and your support is much appreciated. Like the stream, or Firmino will go to Spurs. Elijah, you're a joke, man.
Don't be sending out that juju.
Nah, please avoid that, man. Jinxing the situation is not what it's all about, man. It's 2 days left. 2 days left. Bobby Fairview, Mo, glad you're back, mate. What can we expect going forward? Regular streams. You know what, Bobby? Stream-wise, every Sunday night at 10 p.m., that's a fixed stream every week. In regards to the rest of the days, it'll probably be just regular content. We can do streams if something big happens, something breaking, a massive story. We can do a stream, but at the moment, I'm streaming daily up until deadline day, and then after that, it'll probably go back to just one stream a week. But regular content, my videos are enjoyable. If you guys like my videos, I hope you do. Yeah. So once a week after the deadline day. We could increase it. We might increase it once the Champions League gets up and running, but we'll have to wait and see. There's nothing guaranteed as of yet. Just the Sunday night stream is guaranteed. I see Carl in the chat. What's the likelihood of Lopez coming in your opinion? Do you know what, Carl? That's a really good question, because this transfer window has been so much of a roller coaster ride. It's a bit of a hard one to call, but the breaking news that is coming out now, this time of the night, from Ben Jacobs, Fabrizio Romano, from what we've heard in Spain, the fact that Fermin Lopez hasn't released a statement, and he was due to release a statement, it means there is still a chance that he could be persuaded, or he is still making up his mind on his future. It's advancing, Carl. It's advancing. It's about 85% done. 85%. We'll use Fabrizio Romano terminology. It's about 85% done. It's advancing. Yeah, that's what we'll say. No, but I'm optimistic. If Maresca wants him, then I want him. So let's hope we get this deal done. Do you know what? Matt timed his cigarette break perfectly. Nothing broke while he's gone. The minute he sits back in that chair, watch.
Bang, breaking it.
No, not yet.
I just heard through my headphones that I timed it perfect. What's happening?
Yeah, no. I said because as soon as you got up and went for your cigarette, breaking news stopped.
Yeah.
before you went, it was like banging up, one after the other. So I'm like, he timed it perfectly. He went, he had a cigarette. As soon as he gets back, as soon as he sits on that chair, we're gonna get breaking news coming back in again. But Nothing so far. But yeah, Firmino. So why I keep saying Firmino is Fermin Lopez.
Fermin, yeah.
Fermin Lopez. I think it's going to get done. I think it's going to get done.
I guess this is some kind of like Lindelöf's going to start tomorrow. I guess.
Yes,
Chelsea
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to start when I'm just about to hit my 3,000 hours, right? And I'm going to start my membership. And what I'm going to do, if anyone in the chat's interested, I'm going to start a league called 11sies, right? And I'm going to basically, if people comment their starting 11s on my preview videos, I'm going to put them all into a table and give them points. And then at the end of the season, the top 3 people are going to win prizes, mate.
That is a wicked idea, mate. That's a wicked idea.
Yeah.
Guys, get... Have you activated membership yet, or is it coming?
It's going to be the next 4 or 5 days, I think, that I'm going to be able to activate it.
All right, guys, listen. I have a reasonably large-ish platform. So when I'm streaming, when I'm making content, I'm able to get some sort of revenue. Okay, if you have a smaller platform, it's harder to get revenue. So show some love to the Stanford Sync. Once that membership program goes up, join it, lads. I know some of you can't, but those of you who can, please show some love.
Cheap, man.
All I'm offering is emojis on my one, but he's actually offering a prize, so it's more of an incentive, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So when the membership goes live, listen, Matt, when your membership goes live, let me know. I will link it on my community tab, so that the followers can get that notification and join. Okay, we have another bit of news. They knew I was back. Have a look. They knew, they're thinking, okay, he's gonna offer a prize. Let's give him some breaking news. It's Ben Jacobs. Let's see what Ben Jacobs is saying.
Us Wolves.
Yeah, and it's a repost. All right, but you know what? The lads are still awake. They're still tweeting, so we'll stay up while they're tweeting. I have a feeling Fabrizio Romano is gonna. He's not going to bed tonight. He was up till 3 a.m. yesterday. And
I think he's got his additives that help him get through the night.
Coffee. He's used a lot of coffee. He drinks a lot of coffee. Bear coffee.
Yeah, I hear the Colombian coffee is particularly good.
Look at that! Waldo just became a member on the Blue Lounge. Big up to you, Waldo. Fantastic. Thank you for joining the membership program. Waldo, go wild with those emojis, man. Show them what they're missing, yeah? Show them what they're missing. Go wild with those emojis, man. Big up to you, Waldo. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Take my money, Mo. Much love.
Do you know what? I love Waldo's profile picture as well, man. Every time
I was just going to say that.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's why I'm going this. I'm going this specifically for Waldo, man.
Got to give, mate. Do an emoji. Do an emoji of you doing that, and you can get that on your membership.
All right, look at that. Esteval William in the house. Esteval William, Steve-O.
Do you know what? I don't know if it's because I'm not a member, but whenever the emojis come up on this screen for me, I just see just the names, man.
If you look at it in the actual YouTube chat box,
the
emojis are there. Yeah. But yeah, man. Listen, Waldo, I want to see some Fabrizio Romano.
Nice.
I want to see some Fabrizio Romano in the chat, man. Just to give it that vibe, man. Let's get some Fabrizio Romano in the chat. Omar, sign me up. Go for it, brother. Go for it. It's there, man. So click on the membership and give me your money. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, lads. Big respect to Gabriel. Gabriel was the first person to send in a super chat back in the day. The first person to send in a super chat, and he's the last person to send in a super chat as well. I recognize this account. Hold on, this account. I haven't seen this account for a long time. Where have you been, my brother? Where have you been? I haven't seen you for a long time, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Breaking news. Lopez has spoken. Yeah, we've covered that. We've covered that. Maresca also with Korea. Really? Okay, that bit I didn't know.
Yeah,
That
so
is
that's cool,
interesting.
man.
They're
Yeah, that's
That is
compatriots, aren't they?
interesting.
Spanish
Yeah, yeah,
compatriots.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I was saying,
That
if the window was going for an extra longer, they could have a little bit of chat on the break, couldn't they? But
Yeah. Wasn't Korea part of the Barcelona Academy?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. So
I think it was.
he's
Yeah,
got those links. He's got those
Yeah.
links. Yeah, man. But yeah, big up to you, my brother. Big up to you. Fabrizio in the chat, man. That's a tough ask for Fab. People, I have got a very strong feeling about this Fermin Lopez thing.
Yeah.
But what would we be paying for him? Because
I
Barcelona
think it's gonna be-
they were asking for some crazy amounts. It was like 80 million. I heard
90 million euros is the highest number I've seen, and that's
Yeah.
like 78 million pounds. That's a lot
Yeah.
of peas, man.
Yeah.
That's bare peas. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's going to be 70 mil euros. I think that will be it. The
Yeah.
sweet
So
spot for it.
That's like just less
62
than 60,
maybe?
62, yeah, just over
Yeah.
60.
That's where I think the sweet spot would be. But going to
you
need
know what?
something,
Do you know what?
considerable to drop to change my mind tomorrow or
Yeah,
today.
I-
Even.
I said this the other night. Not many agreed. I think their opinion would have changed by now, but not many agreed. I said that I think Lopez fits our system better than Xavi Simons.
Me and Kai have got egg on our faces, mate, because me and Kai were both like, nah, Simmons is just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
we were both like, nah, mate, it's going to happen.
Yeah, but we remember we said that it's one of those that
If Chelsea wanted it.
if Chelsea wanted him, we would have got him. If we had put in a bid, matched Tottenham's bid,
Yeah,
and
he'd come
Simmons
to
went,
Chelsea.
nah, I'm going to Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's a hijack. Then we
I had
come
a
beg on the
Spur-
places.
I had a Spurs fan in my comment section on my Xavi Simons video this morning, and he was just like, "Oh, it's all right, little brother. He's come to like the big team or whatever. Come on, you Spurs." And I was like, "Yeah, mate. All right, fair enough. Good signing. Maybe you'll finish higher than 17th next season."
Honestly, I am disappointed in the saga rather than the actual transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Xavi
same.
Simons went to Tottenham. I ain't bothered about that.
No.
I'm disappointed because of the whole saga, the whole and it was fueled by the journalists. Fabrizio Romano
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
That
for
is
sure.
what I'm disappointed at. Getting our hopes up so high, and Xavi Simons going to Tottenham. I couldn't care less.
Do you know
They've
what?
just
At the end-
signed. Wait, Matt. They've just signed an RB Leipzig player.
Yeah.
You know what RB Leipzig players are all about in the Premier
Yeah.
League.
We've
know
done
what
that
I
a few
mean?
times.
we've done it.
Nkunku,
We've
Werner,
done
like
that,
yeah. Do you know what I am really happy about that maybe we haven't given enough light to? I mentioned it a little bit earlier when I was talking to Sadiq. We finally started buying players from the Premier League. For the last
Prem-proven, yeah.
5-6 years, we just keep going out for all these flashy names in Germany, Spain, and like whatever. Do you know what I mean? We keep trying to bring in all these European players into the league with zero experience and being surprised when they don't do well. But now we're going in for Prem players. Do you know what I mean? Like, João Pedro has proven it already. Like, João Pedro was being held back at Brighton. Look at what he's done. João Pedro has already scored more goals from open play for Chelsea than he did the entirety of his last season at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? He scored 5 penalties last season and 5 goals from open play, and he's already scored 7 for us now, is it?
Six. Yeah.
In like 8 games,
What?
7-8 games. Do you know what I mean?
6 games. 6 because he scored twice in one game. One game he didn't score. Crystal Palace game he didn't score. So I think it's 7 in 7.
Well, yeah. So he didn't score against Palmeiras. He scored 2 against Thiago Flamengo. He
Yeah.
scored 1 against PSG.
No, Flamengo, we got battered.
No, not Flamengo. What's his name? Fluminense. That's it.
Fluminense, yeah.
Fluminense. So he scored 2 there. PSG scored 1.
Yeah,
He scored against AC Milan.
yeah.
I don't. He
That's
didn't score
four.
against Leverkusen.
He scored against Leverkusen as well, didn't he?
Did he?
Did he not? We're forgetting already,
Right,
man. We're
yeah.
already not
Right.
sure. Do you know what I mean, we're already
Right.
not sure.
Listen,
Fabrizio's in the chat. Yeah.
here we go.
Yes. Give us a here we go. Give us a here we go, man.
Yeah,
Give us
give us
the
an
here we go that
exclusive,
none of
Fab,
us were
please.
expecting. 6 goals. All right. So yeah, Marlon's saying 6 goals, but at the end of the day, that is over what he scored in open play in his entirety of his last season at Brighton, right? So he was obviously being held back by their system, their management, the players around him, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And what that's showing you is he's Prem ready. Do you know what I mean? He's Prem ready, man. And yeah, that's awesome. I'm absolutely buzzing about that. Waste man.
Oh, that's unreal.
Waste man.
Do you know what? I gotta say this. I am really excited about Garnacho.
I'm excited about Garnacho, man.
I'm
It took me
excited
a
about
while. I had to do a lot of research to get excited about Garnacho, but the research shows that he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
I want to see him, smash it in the Premier League and just show Manchester United what they missed out on.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. Oh,
I hope
God.
his first game he plays is against United.
Yeah.
Start, sub, whatever it is, and he scores.
hold on.
He's going
When
to
I- when I-
celebrate, and if he
when I-
scores
when I-
against United.
Yeah. I hope he does
When I-
the
when I- when I
Adebayor.
was playing against Man
Runs the
United-
length of the pitch.
When I play Man United, is it?
It's not
first-
long
it's-
after the international break.
It's
I don't
match
think.
day 5, isn't it? I think it's match day 5. It's because we've got the 4 London derbies. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
I'm
so
pretty
we've got-
sure
We've
the
got
next one
Brentford
after
straight
that.
after, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got Fulham. So we've got Fulham tomorrow, Brentford on the 13th, and then Man United on the 20th.
Is it home or away?
It's away.
Oh, imagine if he
Even
scores at
better,
Old Trafford.
even
Imagine
better.
That's what I'm
It's
telling
even
you.
if it's at Old
better.
Trafford
Yeah,
and runs
yeah,
up to the
yeah.
crowd. It's like, oh man. Oh, do you know what? Like, I don't know whether he would or not, man. I don't know whether he would. Like, I remember I did a collab with an Arsenal fan, and we were talking about Madueke, and I was like, if Madueke scores against Chelsea, he'll celebrate. I genuinely believe that. I don't think Madueke's got that loyalty to Chelsea or Chelsea fans, whatever. I think if Madueke scores
here
and his
long enough
ego,
either.
huh?
He wasn't here long enough either, was he?
Nah. Do you think Garnacho will celebrate against United if he scores at Old Trafford?
The thing is-
100%. 100%.
He's got to.
Yeah,
He's got to.
100%. Man. Yeah,
And
yeah,
what's
100%.
made it worse is because it's not like United fans have gone, oh my God, we wish we were keeping him. And they've been hurling abuse at him, trying to get him out of the club. So whatever relationship they may have had is probably burnt now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be fair, if he scores and he doesn't celebrate, then respect to him. Like, he's a bigger man than me because I would be rubbing it in from
just,
how they've treated him.
Just a response to Tim Kelby in the chat there. I'm pretty sure Garnacho scored more goals last season than Madueke did.
I think he scored more than.
He got
I
21.
think
He got 11 goals last season. He got 11 goals and 10 assists.
And Gittins
last
only
season.
got 8, I think.
Yeah. But
So-
Madueke got 7 in the Prem, but I'm not sure what his whole season tally was.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm pretty sure that Garnacho actually is that something you can look up, Mo?
What Garnacho's goal scores?
And Madueke's as well, because
Give me a second.
I think that Garnacho had a better numbers season than Madueke did last season, and that's bearing in mind Madueke was playing in the Conference League in a team that suits him, and Garnacho was playing in the Europa League in a team that didn't suit him.
You've also got to remember he's South American.
Yeah.
They're fiery, man.
Yeah. Have you noticed that Enzo Fernandez always gets into fights with Brazilians?
Yeah.
It's so funny, man.
Our
He
core,
loves it.
our core of midfield
Yeah.
is like becoming Brazilian, South American. I think what Kai said is he Ecuadorian?
Ecuador. Yeah, Ecuador.
Yeah. It's becoming a fiery midfield. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna.
I love it.
I
Absolutely.
can't do a side by side comparison. So we'll show you Garnacho's first,
Yeah, cool.
and then we'll do Madueke. So
I'm pretty sure Garnacho was 21 goal
Garnacho-
involvements last season. 11,
Yeah.
11-10, I'm pretty sure.
last season he
Yeah, 11-10.
Yes, 21 goal
yeah,
involvement.
yeah. So that's Garnacho, and then I'm going to show you. Madueke. Give me a second.
And bearing in mind that like completely outstrips Mykhailo Mudryk or Jadon Sancho, which is what we're really talking about. Do you know what I mean? But just because Kelby mentioned the Madueke thing, I'd just be interested to see. Fabrizio, imagine. Oh, Vitinha, he's a proper player, man. I love Vitinha. Really, really good player. That would be sweet. I'd love that. But yeah, I don't think Madueke managed 21 goal involvements last season.
No.
It's taken a minute to load up because of the.
I said Marlon said, Garnacho was a Chelsea family's kid. I swear, when we get linked to players and they're about to be bought, I don't know where they find them, but every single player was a Chelsea fan when they were a kid, and they have a picture with a Chelsea shirt on.
Like,
I don't think I've ever seen no player that's come to us without a Chelsea shirt on when they were a kid.
Wesley Fofana was a big one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Lukaku was a big one.
I swear, like they're going back and just photoshopping some random kid with a Chelsea shirt on and going, this was him.
Do you know what, man? It's like pretty easy to get a shirt on a player. I do it occasionally. Do you know what I mean? It's a mix of Photoshop and generative fill AI, and you can put anyone in any shirt. It's pretty easy.
Was it 21 goal involvements?
21,
Matt.
21, yeah.
Yes. So better than Garnacho. Sorry, Garnacho was
Really?
better.
Garnacho was better. Yeah, I thought so. I think it was like 17.
Garnacho was yeah. He's got 16.
So
Madueke had 16
by 5, isn't it?
Brilliant. So Madueke scored one more goal in the Premier League than Garnacho did, but over a whole season, Garnacho had 5 more goal involvements in a team that finished 15th. Do you know what I mean? That's the context, isn't it? That's the context there. Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, that makes us what? We're 52 mil? So we're 12 mil up for 5 more goal involvement based on last season's performance, man. Do you know what I mean? So, look, at the end of the day, the stats don't tell the whole story. I understand that. There's more to it than that. But I think Garnacho had a harder time and a harder job than Madueke did. Do you know what I mean? If I'm honest, like Madueke was in a team that was set up for him with a manager that favours his style of play, and he still couldn't do the business. Garnacho was up against it with a horrible manager at the beginning of the season, changed manager halfway through the season, went into a system that doesn't have a position for him at all, and still managed to do better than Madueke did last season, man. And that shows you that he's got ego, but he's not arrogant. Do you know what I mean? Because Madueke's arrogant. Do you know what I mean? And I like that, man. And don't get me wrong. I appreciate a big ego in a player. I think it's important. But it shows you that Garnacho believes in himself, but he knows he's got to put the work in. Whereas Madueke had a habit of being a bit lazy.
Yeah,
didn't he?
And exactly. Walder's saying there at the end, towards the back end of the season, he barely played.
Yeah.
He didn't even get on in the Europa League final, did he?
No, and he was not happy about that at all. So no, look, I'm not saying Garnacho is going to come in and be like the next coming of Ronaldo or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I think if we get the same return from Garnacho that he managed last season, that's a great deal for 40 mil, man. If he gets 21 goal involvements next season for us for 40 mil, brilliant.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he's going to do well. And Maresca is known for developing wingers. I think even still early days in Gittins, and I think there's a great player in there.
Yeah.
And I think Maresca is gonna develop him because he has developed a lot of the youngsters already, and those youngsters are going to get better. And I think he will do wonders with these players. And Garnacho again offers something different to what Gittins offers on the pitch, and we need the versatility. We need to be able to change different styles to affect the game differently, because we always say managers need to have a plan B, and we get so annoyed when they don't have a plan B, and it's the players that they have that enable them to have a plan B. So with Garnacho and things like that, he should be able to develop a plan B, plan C, even with the amount of players that we've got.
You can already see how it's going to play out, can't you? Like, look at Cucurella. Look at the different roles that Cucurella plays when you've got Garnacho on the pitch versus when you've got Jamie Gittins on the pitch. When Jamie Gittins is on the pitch, Cucurella is going to play as an inverted midfielder and get into the number 8s and the number 10. When Garnacho's on the pitch, Cucurella is going to be the byline guy.
Yeah.
And allow Garnacho to drift inside.
Garnacho's not going to be going outside to cross the ball. He's going to be coming in. He loves to cut in. That is like his thing, and he loves to get a shot away. I mean, he
So we
loves the
just-
little edge of the box
Yeah.
curler, trying to get around
Yeah.
the corner all the time.
And we are, and the thing is, do you know what I love about Garnacho? I know he's only done it once, but he had the audacity to score that overhead kick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're not. We might never see anything like that again. But the fact he's going to try, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's absolutely.
That's the thing.
gonna
He's got the
try, and I love that.
confidence. He's got the confidence to do that,
just-
and the
Just
ability
want
in
to
that does.
just want to say,
it-
just want to say
Go on.
something. We currently have a race going in the comment tab between Waldo and Omar.
is
They keep exchanging places. So at the moment, Omar is first,
Ooh.
and Waldo is second in regards to the frequency of comments. I'm
Oh,
not sure who's third because it might have been Courtney. But
I've got
at
to
the
back
moment,
Omar,
Omar,
man. I've got
yeah,
to back Omar.
Omar is winning. But
I've never seen Waldo
that-
in my comments, man. So I've got to back Omar.
Yeah. Well, that being said, Waldo does have a Blue Lounge badge by his name.
That's true.
So we got we got to show respect to Waldo for that.
But
So,
Omar's a Stanford Sync OG, mate. Omar's a Stanford Sync OG, and I've got to respect that, man. Waldo can change that. Go and subscribe to my channel, man. Go subscribe to my channel. Get involved in my comments, and next time we'll have a chat about it.
Actually, hold on. I want to ask you guys a question.
Yeah, go on.
As we are waiting for more breaking news,
Mm-hmm.
let's have a little bit of fun. So I want to ask this: who in the chat has subscribed to the Stanford Sync? If you have subscribed, type in S. The letter S if you have subscribed to the Stanford Sync. And I want to see who in the chat is already a subscriber of the Stanford Sync. Just to get an idea.
Oh, we got
So if
Enzo
you-
Maresco in here now.
And Enzo Mesquez jumped in.
Is it the same guy? And he just keeps.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
changing his name.
I had that before. I had Enzo. I had Cole Palmer.
Oh, Waldo
had
is
it-
subscribed.
yeah.
Oh, mate, Waldo, you need to get involved in my
Waldo-
comment section, man.
All right. So Machiavelli's there. Omar
Yes,
is
Machiavelli.
there. Waldo is
Champ.
there. Brilliant. Who else?
Hold on, I'm just going to check my amount and see if any of that's just happened right now.
Yeah.
And if
There was
if-
a slight pause in between that before
Yeah.
anyone commented anything.
if you haven't subscribed, then go and subscribe and come back and hit the S button.
I've
Right,
got
and then-
one more since I last looked, so I think it's possible one of those guys is me. But it's cool, man. I'll let you off.
I think it's Waldo. To be fair, I think he just went and subscribed and came back.
Mate, I need that profile picture in my comment section, man. I need it. I love it.
yeah,
I love it so much.
Yeah, need that done. All right, now the second part of the of this assessment. How many of you have subscribed to Behind the Dugouts? I want to see a D in the chat if you have subscribed to Behind the Dugouts. I actually want to see who's got more subscribers in here. So Matt has got 3. Let's see how many Kai's got in the chat.
Well, no, I've got Omar. Yeah, put in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Machiavelli's got Machiavelli who
Yeah,
subscribed to
big up
both
Machiavelli.
channels. Big up Machiavelli. Who else? Omar, pause. So he's subscribing to
He
you.
paused, yeah.
Oh,
He's subscribing to you.
When you said D, I was like, is that the best letter to do it?
I don't know if it's just me, Mo, but I've still got this this comment that you highlighted up on my screen. It's been there for ages now.
Yeah,
Is-
the Kelby one?
yeah, is it the same for
I-
everyone else?
Yeah,
No,
I've still
just-
got it.
Just checking. I didn't know if it was like a glitch on
It's
my
not,
side or not.
it's not on my screen. Let me just refresh. On my screen, it's not there.
Highlight Omar's message, and maybe that will fix it.
No, it's clean. There's no comment. I
D,
think
pause.
it's just
yeah.
No, I
lads. Are you seeing a comment on the bottom of my screen? Because I'm not seeing it on the YouTube feed, and I'm not seeing it on my
Oh,
screen.
I think I might have had this the other day. Like, I think you have to like click off because you've got the comment section down on the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
I'm saying that now, but it's not changing anything. So just
Yeah,
ignore
it's-
me. It's not. It stayed there.
There's nothing.
I think it's just me and you, Kai, because it must be just some weird glitch in the out because we're like invited onto the panel, aren't we? So
Yeah.
there's something to do with that.
Oh man, I've messed.
Okay,
I've done something with Matt. Oh,
so-
there we go. To put
so
Matt in the bottom
now-
of the corner or something.
Now we need to continue. So the first and the second part has been done. So
Yeah.
at the moment it's a tie between
It's
Matt
3-3.
and Kai with 3-3. So I want to see who's going to win this. So go subscribe to both, to one, and let's see who's going to win tonight. Because at the moment it's a tie. It's 3-0. You know, we might go to penalties in a second. So let's see.
I hate penalties.
Let's get some more subscriptions on the Behind the Dugouts and the Stamford Sink lads.
Oh, mate, I've gone up to 826. I've gone up to 826.
I listen. Yours doesn't count. Yours doesn't count. Kai. Yours doesn't count.
That's not me. I'm right here, mate.
All right.
Well, I would have to say, what is it? I can't find it. D and S. So I've got both of them.
DS.
Oh, absolute legends, chat. If you've just come and subscribed to my channel, honestly, you got no idea how much that means to me, man. Like, I've been working so hard for the last 3 months, and I am within touching distance of that 1,000 subs. And it's guys like you with the reason that I'm doing this. Do you know what I mean? And being able to be here with Mo, like, it's all absolutely wicked, man. I love chatting to you all. I want to keep making content. I really, really want to do this full time. And so if any of you have come and subscribed to my channel tonight or before that, thank you so much. You absolute bunch of legends. You are all blue believers, right? Because if you're on my channel, you know that's my thing.
Go roast them in the comments.
I feel like you're going to get to a K by the end of the transfer window.
That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let's
you know what it is, mate. We'll be on doing we'll do like because are we doing a stream on transfer deadline day? I don't know how it's going to work because it's finished at 7, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I have decided to go live at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be around, man.
So so 5 to 7. And the way it's looking, we are going to get something on transfer deadline. Yeah,
so you hit a K, Matt. I suppose it could be any day now, but then we'll have a Twitter thing and we'll just put in there breaking news: Stamford Sing reaches 1K, and then Mo can stick it up on the screen.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, man, wicked.
When I shout out the White Horse technology, I'm guessing you subscribe to all 3 of us.
3DS.
Sorry, theology. My bad. You subscribe to all 3 of us because I've not seen your comment in the chat before. So thank you for being part of the Blue Lounge family and the extended family of Stamford Sink and Behind the Dugouts. So big up to you and thank you for your subscription. All right, so now that we've got that done, I think it's a tie. You know, we all get a point.
Yeah, kinda. Man. Points all round.
I am gonna go for my last fresh air break.
All right.
Oh, actually, hold on. We've got some breaking news. Hold on. Let's have a look.
Go on, give us something juicy.
The nouvelle.
Let's have a look. I just clicked up for beat someone. My bad.
Who's that? It looks like Mikel, but it's not, is it? In the picture with Romano on the top of his Twitter feed.
It's Eto. I think it's Eto.
Ah, is it Eto? Okay.
I remember.
It's not Chelsea related. Okay, so I'm gonna go have a quick break, and
is it lemons?
I think potentially we will get a here we go tonight for Jackson.
Do you reckon?
Potentially.
I still feel like they are holding out for someone to come and buy him. I think they are so desperate that they're trying to make buying wait as long as they can.
I think that might be it might be the sort of thing that pushes the Fermin Lopez deal over the line. Do you know what I mean? It might be something like we only get Fermin Lopez if the Jackson deal goes through.
Yeah.
Even though it's a big loan fee, that's good.
I'll be back.
It's not.
I'm back in 2 minutes.
All right, sounds.
Guys, I'm leaving you in the capable hands of Kai and Matt, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Keep the comments coming in, and keep the likes coming in because we haven't had a ton of likes today. And I think it's all down to Courtney leaving the stream earlier. Had he been here, I would have hit like 1,000 likes by now. But yeah, I'm back in a couple of minutes.
827, mate. I've just gained like 5 subs. If all of you are from the stream, like, thanks so much, man. That's wicked. So Kai, I want to direct our attention to a comment that should be on your left side from Rabat Taha. I've noticed a couple of times, matey boy is not feeling super positive about all what's going on. Right?
Is he a Spurs fan?
I'm not sure. Spurs are going to finish above Chelsea. Chelsea should regret selling Madueke. Absolutely don't, by the way. Who is physical. Is he? Yeah, I thought he's a bit of a weedy thing. And a great defender for Garnacho who won't bring anything to Chelsea. So I feel like, Rabbi, if you're still about, man, like, let's have a chat about it. I feel like Garnacho has done a better job than Madueke did in a worse team. Yeah, Felix did fail in all of Europe. I'm sort of mates with Football Therapy, and I did a collab with him, and he calls him football's orphan. It's like Felix is football's orphan. It's savage, man. But Rabah, man, if you're a Spurs fan, that's cool, man. That's cool. We can talk. Do you know what I mean? It's cool. You can come out and be honest about it if you're a Spurs fan. If you're a Chelsea fan, I think you should, mate. There's more to be positive about. Doesn't matter how many goalkeepers you have, you'll end up fighting relegation with Sunderland. I think Sunderland, wow, do you know what? Leeds, I reckon, are gone. I think Burnley have got the best chance, actually. But that's probably because my best mate's a Burnley fan. No links for a centre-back, Machiavelli.
No.
Arsenal have had the here we go for Hincape. And Spurs are talking to Man City about Akanji. But there's no
and
one
apparently
really...
I saw something about Ake as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, mate,
but I don't know if
Ake
that came before Akanji or if it was the other way around.
Ake's like nearly 30 now. When did that happen? Do you remember when he was a sprightly young academy product?
Who, Ake? Yeah.
Ake. Yeah.
He went to Bournemouth quite young, didn't he?
Yeah, he was like 19, I think, when he went to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's so mad that's... Oh, no, mate, it must have been a bit older than that. Surely Bournemouth haven't been a Prem team for 11 years. That's mad.
Oh, they've been a while.
Master Michael, I agree.
But they did go down, didn't they? They come back up.
Yeah, that's a shout, actually. That's a shout. That's fair. Master Michael, I agree. The one team I have absolutely got going down. So I did a video with my Premier League predictions. I've got Leeds, Brentford, and Sunderland going down. But as far as Sunderland go, I'm starting to think, oh, mate, my hot take. I'm not even sure if I've got it in yet. So West Ham, if they don't change Potter...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They're going down. Jose Mourinho has just become available.
The problem is, right?
Mourinho to West Ham.
Well, I suppose he's a little bit different now, where he's got to go to a club where they're going to give him money to be able to invest.
Do you not remember what he said? Do you not remember what he said whilst he was at Fenerbahce? He was at Fenerbahce and he'd only been there for a couple of months, and he was arguing with like because he was always arguing with the hierarchy, and he was like, do you know what? If there's any Premier League teams out there that are like mid-table and are looking for a manager, come and hit me up. So I mean,
it's a good shout, to be fair.
He likes London. He loves England. He loves the Premier League. West Ham fans would love to have Jose Mourinho.
If West Ham don't win this weekend, very good
100%.
Possibility he gets let go. Then Mourinho's in for the international break.
Got 10 days, 12 days or whatever.
The only thing is they cannot improve the squad at all until January.
But I mean, I don't.
And they've lost a lot.
I don't think, mate. If Mourinho goes to West Ham, they're not relegation fodder. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
No, he'll shore them up to get 1-0 victories to get through.
Mate, if David Moyes can do it to Everton, Mourinho can do it to West Ham. Let's be honest, because Everton were tragic until David Moyes came along, and now all of a sudden they're like looking like they might finish like 14th or something. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely believe. I think Mourinho would like to go to West Ham because they've got a really passionate fan base.
Yeah,
Ollie, that's a fair shout, Elijah. Actually, Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer's available now as well, isn't he?
He's waiting for the United job back though. That's what I heard in the grapevine, you know.
Oh, has Nuno been sacked yet? I did see something about that, mate. He'd love that, wouldn't he? Because they've got a really good team. They've got a really, really good team.
And to be fair, out of the owners, the Forest owner would be down for that because you saw what he was like at the end of the season when they didn't get Champions League football.
Yeah, the thing is though, Marinakis and Mourinho, that is
clash.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, exactly. Waldo,
Yeah,
mate. Yeah, exactly that, man. I definitely see Mourinho at West Ham being more likely because the fans would love him. There'd be a lot of really good feeling around it, and they'd give him time. Do you know what I mean? They'd be a lot more willing to give him time. And they've given Graham Potter a reasonable amount of time for how bad he's been. Do you know what I mean? So if as long as Mourinho keeps West Ham out of relegation, the thing is, Mourinho does something mad, like comes in and gets Mikhail Antonio to score 15 goals as a striker. Do you know what I mean? Something mad like that. Like, and Jared Bowen becomes like unplayable. Do you know what I mean? And they become a really horrible, sticky, stodgy defensive team. Do you know what I mean? Classic Mourinho.
I feel like I say a lot of them are saying Ruben or Potter first. I got a feeling that Ruben, if he was to go, he himself is going to leave, not getting sacked.
100%.
I mean, did you see the comments that he come out saying, sometimes I hate my players, sometimes I love them? I mean,
and he was like, sometimes I want to leave, sometimes I want to quit, and sometimes I want to be here for 20 years. That was the quote that I saw.
That's not the best thing to say after you've just been knocked out by Grimsby Town, a League Two team. You know, fair play, they played unreal night, but you know what I mean?
Potter's terrible, man. Potter's so bad. The thing is, like, Ruben Amorim, regardless of how badly Man United have been doing, Ruben Amorim is leagues better than Graham Potter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But then obviously with the United, there's a lot more pressure, especially from you saw the meltdown from the fan base from the United side. It was horrendous. It was beautiful to watch, but it was horrendous.
It's getting close to AFTV levels, man. There's going to be something in the next year if this keeps on going with United. No one's popped up on my radar yet. Do you know what I mean? I know there's a few Man United fans or whatever. Something's going to start this year, man, if United keep on doing badly. And then all of a sudden it's going to be Glazers out. Right, time to go.
They got this weekend? Is it Burnley?
Oh, I hope so. Burnley, mate, if Burnley beat United...
I feel like they will.
I love Burnley, man. I'm a huge Burnley fan.
They'll beat them or they'll draw. I don't think United are going to win.
Yeah, no, I think a draw. I think Burnley could get a draw. Scott Parker's done all right with Burnley, man. Do you know what I mean? He's not doing too bad at all. Right, chaps, I'm gonna have to bail soon. What are you boys saying? Oh, mate, I've just gone up to 835.
Smashing it, mate.
Mate, I've just got like
That's wicked. That's wicked. So what's that increase of how many?
It's like 10.
Brilliant.
I've just got like 10 subs in the last 15 minutes, mate. Wicked.
Kawasi.
Oh, mate, it keeps going up. 836. Yes.
Kawasi, welcome back, Kawasi. I hope you're doing well, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Big up to you, lads. Let's get the Stamford Sig to 1K. Come on.
Whoa.
There's 70 of you watching right now, and I know not all of you have subscribed. Let's go and do this. If we can get the Stamford Sig to 1K by the end of the transfer window, that would be an achievement. Unreal.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
You guys can do it. We haven't had any breaking news, so
837.
Nothing. Nothing in the past. What is it? The last one was Chelsea related. The last one was 42 minutes ago.
838.
I'm gonna wait until 10 past 1. If we don't get anything breaking, so another 18, 17 minutes, nothing is breaking, then we'll end the stream. But lads, can you see the emotion on Matt's face? Can you see how much joy you're giving him?
I'm so buzzing, man. I'm so buzzing. It's literally my dream come true.
Matt has been on this panel every day for the past week, even the 4-hour stream we did the other night. Tonight, we're hitting 3 hours in about 15 minutes. So show the love, and don't forget behind the dugouts. Yeah, because I'm not seeing him smiling right now, and so let's get him some love.
Me and Kai offer really different types of content, man. Kai is 100% much better at the tactical stuff. If what you're really into is nuanced tactical breakdowns, then Kai's your man. I go into the tactical breakdown stuff, but I'm a bit more of a vibes guy. Do you know what I mean? I do a mix of like vibes and tactics stuff. Like if you're really interested in what makes football tick, then go and check out Kai's channel, man, because that is 100% what he's really, really, really good at.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the mixture, lads. Get the mixture. You know, all the panelists on this show, Kai, Matt, myself, Sadiq from Worldwide Chelsea, Nizayon from Blue Clouds Media, we all offer a different perspective, a different type of content. So for you to get a good balance of content, you need to be watching watching all these channels. You know what I mean?
I'm expecting like balloons and party poppers, mate. If it happens on stream, even better. You better have them on your desk ready to pop.
Oh, mate, do you know
When it
what?
hits
I might
1,000.
even, if we're streaming on deadline day and I'm close to 1,000, I'll do something. Do you know what, though? Even if it's not exactly on, what I'll do is for my 1,000 subscriber special, I'll host a stream on my channel and I'll get you all involved. And we'll all just have a little Chelsea party, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
No, I'm afraid.
Quick
I'm
one,
down.
guys.
down.
Obviously, we're still waiting for Chelsea news. What are we feeling about the international break? We've seen the squad come out. We've seen Hendo's still in it. But there are some. I'm happy Wharton's made it because he didn't make the last one.
Yeah.
And he's made it into this one. James is in it. Great for us. We knew Cole Palmer weren't going to win it. How are you guys feeling about it?
Because there's no Trent, so I'm a bit worried about James because there's no Trent. Because I'm like, that means that he's gonna play quite a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said it in my video earlier, man. If we lose James to injury because of this, I'm gonna be so screwing if James gets injured in the international break. Is Iraq playing at all, Mo, in the break?
Yeah, so we're taking part in a tournament in Thailand. So it's I'm trying to see the fixture list. Hold on, give me a second.
And Kai, just while Mo's looking that up, in response to the Hendo stuff, right, from an England perspective, I get him being in the squad because experience. If he's a dressing room guy, I get it. Don't want to see him on the pitch, though. Absolutely don't want.
That's the thing.
Maybe
You could
like
take
20 minutes at the end or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it said you're gonna have to have like experience littered within the squad. But if he's starting games and he's playing the majority of the games, then I don't see the point in that because we've got better players than him in that position. But in terms of vibes, man, the structure, he's going to be another leader in the squad that Tuchel, he likes the leaders in there to help get across his vision. So
100%.
I get that from the sense, and he can take 20 something players anyway. Yeah, I think. So, but I think it's always going to be a bit of a controversial topic.
I think Adam Wharton will play the World Cup at this rate.
He looked good when he played against us at Crystal Palace. Yeah. There was that one moment where he picked up that ball in midfield on the half turn, spun the players, played that ball into Mateta. That's unreal in such a tight space and so quick. Brilliant if he can do that. But I'm glad he got into this one because he obviously didn't get into the last one, did he?
It's been weird, isn't it? Because do you know what was really strange and it made it really hit home for the first time? Seeing Madueke in the team, but seeing Arsenal next to his name. That's the first time that I was really like, oh mate, that's actually a thing now, isn't it? And because the thing is, like, when I was watching England, I was always backing Madueke getting the team because he was a Chelsea player. But now he's not a Chelsea player. I'm like, not bothered. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not bothered if I don't see him in anymore. And it's just amazing how much like that tribalism affects your analytic view on your country squad, especially. Do you know what I mean? 100%.
Do you think Liam Delap's got a shout in to get into the World Cup for next season?
Yeah, I think he'll be the Ollie Watkins of the last competition. Yeah, I don't think, you know what I mean? I think Harry Kane will still be it. Liam Delap would have to do really, really well this year. Do you know what I mean? He would have to score like 20 goals this year to get the chance over Harry Kane. But more so than Gareth Southgate did, I think that Thomas Tuchel will play to Harry Kane's strengths and
One of the
weaknesses
things that
more than Gareth Southgate did.
one of the things that it slightly annoys me about Harry Kane, and I understand why he did it because he needed to do it when he was playing for Tottenham, is the fact that he drops deep and plays like a 10, and then when you get the ball out wide, there is no striker in the box.
There's no one there.
And it frustrates me because for England, he
It's so
does
annoying, man.
not need to do that. We have got enough players that can do that job.
But that's the problem with Gareth Southgate. He wasn't actually a very good manager. He was just a good man manager. Do you know what I mean? But when it came to the tactical stuff, he never sat down and had a conversation with Harry Kane saying, never drop deep because we always need you in the box. Always. You always have to be in the box. Never, ever drop deep. So Harry Kane did it naturally because that's what he felt like he had to do to get on the ball and stuff. But Thomas Tuchel won't let that happen. Do you know what I mean? Thomas Tuchel will
and
be
that's
like,
why I think it should work. And they obviously build up a little bit of relationship because he had a stint with him, obviously, at Bayern, didn't he, before he got the sack or left or however it went down in the end.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think we've got to, if we can stop Kane from dropping deep, keep him in the box, because that's where he's going to score the goals, the common sense,
100%.
and just get the creative players around. So, yeah, I think we've got a good shout for the World Cup. The only thing that makes me think is the Brazilian side now that they got Ancelotti.
Yeah, it's a worry, isn't it?
That's the only thing because they've got great players, and not to be honest, and I wanted to do a video on this, and I'm still thinking about doing. I think the Brazil national team, in terms of like the flair players that they're producing, obviously we've got Esteval coming through, but for the last few years, João Pedro, it sort of died a little bit, and now maybe it's coming back because the last one that I can really remember that gets you off the edge of the seats is Neymar. And since then, there hasn't really been anything else. And now these players are starting to come through.
We've hit 100 likes on the stream.
Yes, chat. You bunch of legends. Well done, man. Well done.
Everyone was thinking, "Oh shoot, here we go." Now we hit 100 likes. Here we go.
Mate, honestly, I was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" Oh, mate, fair play, man. Fair play. No, nice one, chat. Fair play to you. Loving the banter, man. Loving the banter.
We have got a video that has just been released by Fabrizio Romano. I am unable to play it due to the bandwidth of the stream. So if I play it, it's going to lag. However, we are expecting a ton of tweets to come off that video. So I know Pius, he's probably just busy typing away right now. So we are going to get a breakdown of what was said in that video any moment. So I'm just waiting for that. We're just waiting for that.
Just a response to Edith there. Cole Palmer's not playing tomorrow, man. Maresca said that he's not in the squad tomorrow, so it'll be either João Pedro or Esteval, but we think João Pedro.
Yeah, I think they had some scans. It's not as bad as they first thought it was, but it's still enough to cause some concern. And they did say that it was something that happened in the Club World Cup, that he felt it in the Club World Cup. So he's been playing with this niggle for quite a while. So this international break has probably come at a good time to get him a bit of rest, and hopefully he'll be back for the Brentford game. But yeah.
At the end of the day, if Cole Palmer's got to take a month off to heal, for the first time in a long time, I'm looking at our squad being like, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, it takes you back to you remember when Enzo Fernandez had the hernia thing and he was just playing and he was awful and we were slating him going, he's terrible. Like, what's happened to him? And then he come out and had this hernia problem. Oh, sorry. Go on, Mo.
No, I was just saying, this injury has been one that he's been dealing with since the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that it was timed to be dealt with now with the international break being on the horizon. I think. What's that?
Can't see it. Is that 900? 89? I can't see it.
Wait. Not quite that good, but bearing in mind that I came on. Hold on, it'll focus in a second. Right. It's not going to focus. Oh, there it is.
Can't see it.
Oh, Elijah. 70 what?
850. I've got 30 subs.
Yeah, boy. I've gone up to 170. Thank you for that. Why is my phone on silent? Buzzing. Oh man, I've been sat on that 166 for days. Oh,
Do you know what?
beautiful.
Do you know what I'm generally tending to find is like the closer you get to the next 100, the more it starts to slow down.
Yeah.
Like my 800
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
My
yeah, yeah.
honestly,
yeah,
man, my
yeah,
800 day played with my emotions, man. I woke up and it was 801, and it went down to 798, and it went back up to 801, and then it went down to 799, and for like 6-7 hours during the day, it was just hovering in and out, and I was like, I think it's because when you get like a burst or something, YouTube's analytical thing comes in and checks for bot accounts and starts clearing out all the bot accounts when you get a bit
that's
of a
the thing.
surge in that.
Because they do it every couple of months, don't they? Or did I read that wrong? Where they just like blitz through it and get rid of anything that.
It also, if you
Or
get a lot
inactive
of interaction in a short space of time, it triggers it. So I've got a
Yeah.
response to Elijah21 there. So you guys will remember my account got banned twice about a month ago now, wasn't it? It was about a month ago. My account got banned twice in 3 days, but it hasn't happened since. So what that is YouTube's new AI detection system, basically, to make sure that your account isn't just loads of AI videos coming out, and sometimes it gets it wrong, essentially. Oh mate, Waldo's slipping. Get back on it, Waldo. Get back on it.
Elijah's first now. Elijah's first.
Big-
But
yeah, a lot-
Elijah doesn't have the badge. He doesn't have the badge. You know, Waldo's got the badge, so you can't compete, man. You know,
Is
it's
that
like
what that-
Chelsea. It's like Chelsea. We have the badge on our shirt. You know what I mean? You know, we're the world champions. So
What is your badge, Mo? I haven't seen it. Is it like your profile picture?
no. So I've got a whole bunch of badges depending on how long you've been a member. I've got a VIP badge. I've got a Blue Lounge members badge. I've got the bronze, silver, the platinum. So there's a whole bunch of different badges. If you want them, just become a member. You get them. Along with the emojis. So you at the moment I have 3 people with the VIP badge.
Cool.
That's Boogeyman, the Black Book, and DJ Sav. They all have the VIP badge. They've been members for the past 2.5 years. I say 2.5 years.
Mo, I'll make you a deal, yeah. When I can make my subs go live, when I can make my memberships go live, I'll pay for your membership and you pay for mine, and then it will just even out, won't it?
Yes. No. So memberships. I will be giving out 5 free memberships when Matt hits 1,000, and I'll be giving out 5 free memberships when Kai hits 500.
Yes.
So
mate,
so
Mark
5
Mark
members. Yeah, so I will be giving them out free on my stream for you lot. As soon as Matt hits 1,000 subscribers, as soon as Kai hits 500 subscribers, there'll be 10 new memberships given out free.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's just all that.
Unreal.
Mo, you've sold a car in your life before, haven't you? Like you are
Plenty.
Yeah. I knew it, man. I knew it. Oh, you are such a smooth talker, man. I was like, this man has sold a car before. Guarantee.
Plenty. Yeah. I worked in sales for a bit, but not car sales. But I have sold cars. But
I worked in sales for 8 years, man. I used to sell tech though. Selling tech was my thing. I used to sell video games and phones and laptops, and that was my whole thing for a really long time. But it's better talking about football, isn't it?
It is. So 101 likes. Really appreciate it. We had 200 likes on the stream yesterday. We have passed the 1 p.m. milestone. I was expecting to get some more news coming through. Waldo, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me if the Fabrizio Romano video had anything that related to Jackson or Fermin Lopez? Because I haven't seen it, and I'm
He's not
unable to
tweeted
switch.
anything either, did he?
No, so if he releases the video, he will probably tweet like an hour later. However, PYS normally starts to tweet straight after the video. If it's related to Chelsea,
Yeah.
So if you guys in the chat, I mean Waldo or anyone else in the chat can tell me what the players that were discussed in that Fabrizio Mono video, I'd really appreciate it. If you could type it in the chat, really appreciate it. He said Blues talked. Yeah, we know that bit. That was
Yeah, it
already
might be one
tweeted.
of those
Yeah,
regurgitated ones, wasn't it? Or maybe a roundup video.
he does that a lot.
yeah.
No, but normally his late videos are quite informative.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Fabrizio, welcome.
Hey, sorry, mate. I didn't know you were watching.
I love that Fab's got time to be here on our stream, man. That's wicked,
Yeah.
isn't it? He's such a
Yeah.
busy guy, but he
commitment,
can
innit?
make time to
Nah,
be here with us.
do you know what it is? He's like the Blue Lounge are always posting, shorts about me. I might as well come and show some love to the stream.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. I love the picture that he chose as well. He's like,
Yeah. It's a stressful picture, that is, isn't it?
Man, I'm tired, and I
yeah,
have
thumbs up, man.
I have a feeling that I might be at the bridge tomorrow. Is anyone actually going to go to the game? From anyone in the chat that will be in the game tomorrow? Let me know if you're going to go to the game.
Caffeined up.
Yeah, we won't comment on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone.
Yeah, that's fine, man. We'll leave it alone.
It's a different C word, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone is going to the game tomorrow, let me know in the chat. It looks like I may be going with Worldwide Chelsea to the game. To be
Yeah,
confirmed.
Matt
I'm going
one.
for.
Yeah.
I might do. Vlogs for some reason don't really get a lot of views. Don't know why.
What was it?
Don't know why. I've done a few, but they don't really get a lot of views. So if you guys want me to do a vlog, let me know. But you better watch it, yeah, because I'm not doing a vlog for nothing.
I'll watch it, mate. I'll watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Love match vlogs.
Yeah,
They're just going to the stadium to watch the game. It's just there's nothing better, honestly.
100%.
I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know.
What,
No,
you've not been to Bridge or game in general?
Never. Never.
That is.
I went to a Monaco game in France when I lived there. That's the only professional. And I've been to see Fleetwood versus Northampton, a League Two game about 10 years ago. But that's all I've been to, man.
I've been from like the top tier Champions League football all the way down to non-league football, mate. I've watched it all.
Yeah, I'm desperate to
Standing
go
on
to
the grass,
the bridge
pitches.
for a game at one point, man. I'd absolutely love to.
Yeah,
Last game I watched at the bridge was Chelsea Tottenham. I think it was in the Carabao Cup, I believe. A few years back. I've been to the bridge with Chelsea and Malmo in the Champions League as well.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. I went to see Man United, but didn't.
No, they've changed from a football club to a comedy club now, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Courtney's back. Where you been, man?
Oh, mate.
Where you been? Courtney, it's hard work getting these likes in, man. It is hard work. Without you, virtually impossible, man.
Mate, the subs have been flowing, though.
Yeah, subs have been flowing.
But
the likes, it's taken us. I think we hit 100 likes in an hour yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, there was better news yesterday, wasn't there? Because we sold Nkunku and bought Garnacho, and today it's a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So I understand the fan base is not feeling quite as. Gents, I've really got to shoot off, man. So if you guys are going to carry it on, I'm going to bail here.
I'm probably going to wrap it up as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool.
So guys in the chat, want to say a big thank you to all of you for your support tonight and your support for the for the past week. It's been immense. I could not have asked for for a better audience to these streams than you lot in the chat. The interaction, the comments, the questions, the likes, the subscriptions. You guys have been doing a madness, and I thank you all for doing that. We are going to continue to be going live up until Thursday, Monday afternoon for deadline day. We'll be doing a match review tomorrow as well as the transfer news for the evening stream. make sure you have that bell notification button turned on, because the stream is after that. We have got one fixed time slot, which is Sunday nights at 10. We may do others depending on what's happening, but to be notified, you need to have that bell notification button on. So make sure you guys turn that bell notification button on, and hopefully tomorrow when we're here back again in the evening, we'll be celebrating a derby win against our next door neighbours, and hopefully we'll have 7 points on the table. Looking forward to that game. I really am looking forward to it. But yeah, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence here on the Blue Lounge, and I will see you tomorrow night. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.
Thanks everyone for all the subs. Absolute bunch of legends. Can't wait to
Unreal
catch up
chat.
with you on my channel, man.
Big up, everyone.